Right?
I
Okay.
don't think I will.
Did you just start recording?
Yeah. That's the trick,
No.
is I usually ask that after I've turned it on. All right, so yeah, does anyone want to take us a quick run through of things that may or may not have happened last time? Ideally the things that may have happened.
Well, for our great viewers back home, our people, our two viewers on your channel, we are going to do a political assassination in Minecraft, of course.
Um, Partial credit, yeah. Go on.
We already started the minor uprising. I forgot her name, but the weird moth thing, it already started the breakout of the arena slaves.
That is hurtful.
And
Her
it's
name is Pick.
Pick. That's it. And I
It's
guess
fine.
she's currently flying, if I remember, flying just across the map back to us as we're about to wait in a brothel and to stab the leader of this place to death.
As far as
She
I
is.
knew, she was sneaking into the creature pens. I think that was the
Oh, she wasn't done yet. Okay.
yeah.
She's
That's a
letting
lot
out
of
the
lines and
monsters.
numbers.
Yep.
This is
And
the
then
plan, TM. Yeah.
we're waiting for some stuff to happen, and we're just gonna go in there and kill someone.
Yeah. I mean, it's not inaccurate.
Then we get the alchemist fire, and we start just burning everything in sight. And then then plan two is we run along the dockyard, taking out these elementally controlled watchtower siege towers. Take them out. Get to run down the coastline to the slave pens. Break as many of them out as we can. Then hopefully our ship will be here to pick us up by then. We get everyone on board and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty solid summary of it all. I will say, you guys, if I remember correctly, you had already notified your ship.
And
So
blow up their navy. Forgot about the navy part.
yes, you're trying to trash as much of it as possible to mess up their shipping. Um, but the ship is about an hour and 20 minutes away now. Originally an hour and a half. It is currently moving along the river towards you, covering 20 miles. And you guys had found a very, I don't know if I'd say down on her luck, because she had had a recent stroke of luck and that most of her family had died.
Yeah,
But you found
she was
a particularly bad drow merchant
she
who,
was eighth in line and actually somehow got in charge.
yeah, plagues do be like that. So she was happy to um, give you guys probably way more information, but you were exotic foreign merchants who represented a real windfall opportunity, um, as far as she knew, despite your little weird interest in the schedule and life of their glorious clan head. But that's a small sacrifice she's got to make to secure this trade deal that's certainly coming up. And she's certainly not going to be like implicated in any way, because she housed you guys and fed you essential information and has been seen walking around with you in multiple places. Um, but after that, after gathering information, I think you warned exactly one slave on the docks who was very confused that there may be ready to do stuff. Um,
The
uh,
the, the time is nigh, something like that, and just walked
right.
away.
And
And hopefully they don't think I'm a planted agent or something like that, and they think I'm just trying to bait them out.
right. I mean, we'll see. It's been less than a day since you've got here total, so I don't know how far word will have spread, but um, so with that, you guys decided that it was best if Pick caused a bit of a ruckus over in the Burning Champion Arena, um, away from everybody else. So she fluttered over there in the dead of daytime, which is when most of the drow are not active, and decided to let out pretty much the whole gladiatorial stock. She opened up and got, I believe, 11. lizard folk gladiators free, um, who there was a bit of a language barrier, at least on their side. She couldn't really, if I remember correctly, she couldn't understand them. Is that how telepathy works, or is it both ways?
No, she can understand and they can
Okay.
understand. It's just they didn't know why she would like. She's a tiny little moth person. They didn't know why she was doing what she was doing. What was
Right,
going
right,
on?
right. Yeah, they were kind of they're willing to roll with it. They're, lizard men of action or lizard folk of action. Um, but yeah, they got free. They did not have any weapons, but they started causing a ruckus and doing things. There was the beginnings of a real trouble happening. As Pick spotted some creature pens beneath the arena and started to creep her way there. The party had been waiting in a somewhat shady fashion outside the Ecstatic Arts brothel, um, and just kind of watching for the scheduled Lord Biapo to arrive. According to schedule that they got from the merchant. Um, he visits there pretty regularly. A lot of nights of the week, that's where he goes to unwind. And sure enough, they had seen him and his bodyguard, a young drow woman, um, entering the brothel. And I don't remember if they decided to charge in after him immediately or what, but that's pretty much where we left off. With if I think it might have been technical issues on my end, but one way or another, that's more or less where we left off. And yeah, so let me put up the date here. So let me. It is currently 11 a.m., close to the middle of the sleeping or trancing schedule for a lot of drow. Even if they're not like, they don't need the full 8 hours, most of them just kind of do at home things for the second part of the daylight schedule, just because it's pretty uncomfortable to go outside. You can wear goggles, it's possible to do work then, but most people just try and stay in. Or they sometimes they'll stay up a little late into into the late morning and go to bed then. Um, Biapo himself apparently uh, he trances a little bit when he's not working, so he can stay out all day partying. Uh, but yeah, you guys have seen your target entering the brothel. They're pretty much on the other side of the city. Pick has entered or is going to enter the creature pens beneath the arena. And yeah, those of you who are with we'll say the majority of the group, um, we'll go on the eastern end of Capairan Island is the settlement of Biapo Cull. It's one of the largest trading points in the chain and is considered uh, Alamcusp's main source of outside wealth. Uh, its clan head is a bloated, vile man named Rajin Ir Biapo. He's currently heading into his favorite place in the city, the high-class brothel known as Ecstatic Arts. At his side, her eyes scanning the streets, is his niece and bodyguard, Glimelir Biapo. Um, After verifying she doesn't see anyone charging down the street towards them, this is a pretty regular event. She's not combing for every face. She allows her uncle to go inside, following after him a moment later. Um, with varying degrees of success, a group of, we'll say, blatant or not blatant foreigners has been watching the pair while attempting to look like they're doing anything but. Um, I know that Ludger had retconned a bit to activate his amulet of disguise so that he does not look like a very, very, very visible foreign man in funny outfit and arms. Did anyone else do so?
Nope.
Uh,
I think I went in a bit
I
too deep for that.
Ah, fair enough.
I'm basically right as we walk in. I'm putting on my doctor mask that like no one has seen me wearing in the city so far.
Okay, okay.
We have magical items that give us disguise, right?
It's basically a hat of disguise. It's just an amulet. Yes.
It's just an amulet. Okay, well then you know what? To save the spell slot, I will disguise myself.
Okay. Remember, it takes an attunement, but I don't think anyone's
That's
running
okay.
out of slots yet.
No, not yet. And I am going to look like I'm going to look like a normal human.
Okay, that is a very solid disguise in that it's
A
different,
white
it stands
normal
out.
human because that's completely
Yeah, just to make that little bit of extra stand out. Like, yeah, I mean, between you and
I mean,
Purser, you stand out pretty well.
it's better than looking like a drow who might be involved in some, like, underhanded political chicanery.
They are going to jump to that conclusion regardless, but probably good not to make it too easy. Yeah.
Exactly. They're
Uh,
just foreigners.
yeah, just foreigners, TM, while everybody looks at each other suspiciously. Um, but yeah, so what do you guys want to do with two of you in disguise and the rest of you are, well, everyone but Pick kind of winging it? See what I did there?
I did because she's got wings.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, do you follow in, or are you guys going to wait a bit for him to get settled, we'll say? What do you want to do?
Um,
I think we should wait like 10 to 15 minutes and
Okay.
nah, but Bemmy's gonna walk in and go get a drink.
yeah,
Okay.
let's not go in all at once
Ah.
with
Yep,
like killing intent in our eyes.
that's all right.
We'll
It can.
trickle in.
Okay.
I'll be first, and Bemmy be like, "All right, Poison, on me. What I need you to do is, I'm gonna go in first. I'm gonna go sit at the bar. You go there. You come in. I buy you a drink. No one's gonna think that we coming in here at the same time. And I'll let you know what I see. Y'all give me 5 minutes.
I suppose so.
Okay, doke.
I should see Jun while we're in there too.
He is working, but not working. She's just talking to a potential client.
Yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
the bar is right over here. There is a drow bartender and a fellow drow. Just, he doesn't look the happiest fellow. Like, if he's going here to drink, there's probably a backstory to it. But he kind of looks at you, looks,
This seat's better.
looks over his drink at this very strange person who walks in, and kind of shrugs because luckily there are other strange people here, and says, "You one of the new workers?"
Yeah.
Best of luck. He goes back to
Thank you.
drinking,
You having a rough day?
and he proceeds to go into a long tale about his woes, being a something like an accountant to one of the more successful ship, uh, like merchant captains that are like the Biapo clan warriors sort of fill in as. Um, it largely griping about like they don't properly categorize anything that's coming in. Um, it's it's we'll say to say it's tedious to listen to is being generous. This
Sounds
is
like he's
like,
bitching about work.
oh, aggressively. This is an accountant bitching about work.
Oh man, so not only that, it's dry as fuck. All
Yeah,
right.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, well, Bemmy, I mean, in to be perfectly in character, he's probably gonna zone out in the middle of him trying to listen, and like
Okay.
his eyes are gonna catch something else while this guy's droning on, and he's gonna finally like lock eyes on a bottle and probably in the middle of his conversation go, "Oh, excuse me, Tender, can I get one of them there in that bottle?" And
Yeah.
he just points to the prettiest looking bottle that's there on the shelf.
Okay. Yeah. Happily grabbing a bottle. It is very pretty, especially with the very colorful, bright purple scorpion preserved in the bottle. And the tender puts the bottle down in front of you.
Okay, what's it called and how much?
It is 20 gold, and it's just called, I'm trying to remember the actual bad translate. We're just gonna say scorpion wine. That's the translation of the Elven term. Rather than try and remember how to fucking say snake wine in Mandarin.
Hmm.
But yeah.
All right, and then we'll just say for flavor, the guy who's sitting next to me finished his drink.
Mhm.
Bemmy gives the 20 gold to the bartender,
Mhm.
and he fills the gentleman's drink right next to him. He goes, "Hey, sir, that's for your time and your trouble. I'm sorry. I hope you have a better day than you have already." And he's going to stand up, take a swig from the bottle, and continue to scan the entire rest of the room.
It is simultaneously very, very smooth with a bitterness and kick that hits like a second later. Um, has anyone had Moxie, the soda?
Oh wow, yeah.
It's
Nope.
it's like that level magnified and alcoholic. Um, it's it's like there's an involuntary shudder as you take the swig. Besides that though, it's not bad. Um, it does your lips feel a little numb, but other than that, it's not bad. Um,
Okay, I made it to my dad's house. I will hop off for a second and be back on in a bit. Bye.
okay. See ya.
All right. Well, when that's happening, I think he's got enough time to get in there and socialize. I think it's my turn to come in as I'm wearing a mask because I want to stay anonymous. You mean? I mean, this is a
Hmm.
little scandalous
Yeah,
if I get caught in this. Of
yeah,
course,
yeah. You don't want to stand out, so you go in wearing your plague doctor's mask.
it's. I don't actually. I don't think I ever decide. Maybe I'm into that. Shut up.
He's eccentric.
Hey, you know what? This is the place for it. Nobody's gonna openly say anything.
If I
There
walk
may
in
be
and
some
clown
rock,
get
paper,
up,
scissors among the clientele to like on
if I walk in
who
with
has
clown
to
get
work
up,
with you.
that's a part of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually never decide what my mask looks like, but I'm gonna assume it's some
This
sort
is
of like.
entirely your choice. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's something. Since he's a monk, maybe I don't know, Japanese-ish. I don't know.
Well, okay. I don't know of any particular mask etiquette beyond like goblins and halflings on Corvair, so we could say it could be a sire like festival mask, something they would wear at balls. I don't know. Whatever you want it to be. But it could also be a plague doctor's. Right now, the important part is your face is covered and
Yep,
your identity is hidden. Um,
yep.
kind of.
Sleeves are rolled down, gloves, everything.
Okay. Yeah, you get a few odd looks, but the guy next to you is like half leaning over, not really coherent anymore. And the bartender just asks you what you like.
I'll take a glass of what's the local brew?
Wine, primarily different types of wine. I don't do a lot of
I'll
beers.
take a I'm here for pleasure, so I'll take a white wine. Let's say a pink for the hell of it.
Okay. And how much do you want it watered, or not at all?
Uh, what was that?
How much do you want it watered, like, or not at all? Like, typically, unless you're drinking to get drunk, most people have wine with everything, but they water it down. Um,
I'll take quart of it watered.
Yeah, he gives you a drink. It's not bad. It's a little offensive to Corvarian tastes. I'm like, why the fuck are you watering wine? But other than that, it's not bad.
Yeah, I can't be too hammered. I'm about to do something funny.
Spicy. Yeah. So you're there at the bar. You see Bemmy in his disguise walking away with bottle in hand. Anything else
Where
you'd
is
like to
Bemmy?
do?
I actually don't see his disguise.
I didn't
Oh
add the
wow.
disguise because I didn't know he was going to have one. But this is Bemmy.
All right.
Okay. So we got one
And
person at the bar, one person wandering away from. And sorry, what were you saying?
I'll just turn around and look like I'm just scoping out clients, even though I'm looking for a fat fuck.
Okay. Well, you do. He's not exactly hard to spot. You do see Rajin back here with the two drow workers on shoulder, laughing at things he says and feeding him bits of food and whatnot as he is boasting about something. Sounds like he is, at least, or at least he's laughing a lot as he tells them some type of story.
And best thing about this mask is you don't know where my eyes are looking, so I could be
That's
looking
true.
right at him.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. As long as the beak of your mask is not pointing his direction. I know it doesn't have to be Plague Doctor's mask. That's just how I'm envisioning. But yeah, with that we have two people in. How do I know Ludger is not with us at the moment. How does Purser decide to enter?
So yeah, Purser will just saunter his way on in,
Mhm.
and he'll kind of stop in the doorway and look around and make his way over towards this table right here
Okay.
and
You
give
catch Jun's
Jin a
eye
wink as
as
he passes.
yeah, you catch Jun's eye as she was chatting with a prospective client, but she does seem happy to see you.
And yeah, he'll just kind of lean back in the chair, kick his feet up, and just look
I belong
casual.
here. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Fair enough. No check needed to act casual. And Ludger will tell us when he returns, but it sounds like you guys are not like you didn't immediately chase in after him, which is not a bad idea to be honest. In giving him a chance to sit down at least and whatnot. But that does mean that we are going to jump over to Hick as she goes to do some things in the creature pens, hopefully.
Play.
Yeah, so let's see here. On the outskirts of the other end of the city, Pikicha has just finished releasing all the gladiators she could find, all 11 of them. Deciding the animal pens likely had something interesting, you begun to creep down the large set of stairs that led beneath the arena. You sneak through they are open, or at least one of them, one of the doors is open, a huge set of reinforced double doors, and see what looks like a storage area and small guard area where 3 guards, 1 woman and 2 men, are sitting playing a dice game and chatting. And let me put you on dim map.
Dead man.
So this is what you see ahead of you. The guards are over here. There's what looks like a janitor putting a bunch of hay in a wheelbarrow over here. And there's a lot
Oh,
of noises down this way.
oh.
Yeah,
Well,
so what would you like to do?
well, it would be hard to sneak. Let's see.
There are pillars to kind of creep behind, but yeah,
Sneak
you don't
this
want to
way
be too
and
fast.
then sneak across. But God, yeah, because they're diagonal to each other. Um,
Well, in that case, I would say as you get like to here, I would need a stealth check just to
yeah.
see how sneakily you are being.
Oh, this may not be good.
Well, yeah, with an 8, with passive perceptions of everything is higher than that.
Absolutely.
So, uh, you do see what would be the best way to do it. Honestly, I just feel like even if you're creeping here or whatever, you manage to catch the eye of this drow as he glances over and then kind of does a double take. Um, lu-
That
lu- Luckily, at that exact moment, you hear the sounds of a horn blowing. That's somewhere up, up on the surface, blowing there. It's echoing down the stairs. All of the guards were kind of looking up, the mixed faces, kind of surprise and alarm, as the horn blows again. Um, and 2 of them are getting up, like almost knocking over their chairs in panic. And this one is going to yell out, "Hey, you! What's your number? What are you doing here?" As he starts to get
she
up.
she just points to the bat outside and goes, "Bat outside! Bat outside!" Like she was intentionally. I don't know if I got to do an acting, but like she was like coming down to warn them.
Right. Yeah. You're just totally. I'm here to warn you.
Yeah, like
Okay.
that. That's what I'm here for.
All right.
That's
Uh,
why I'm here.
Give me a performance check on this one.
Come on, Pick. Come on, baby. That's not horrible.
Let's see if they see through your ruse. All right. It's flat roll.
They're distracted. I'm a bug person. Come on, believe me, I'm cute.
All right, you know what? They are distracted. Because wow, even with advantage, that was awful. It just well, what what's going on? What's the alarm going for? As he just got like they all kind of rush forward. Um, they're still keeping an eye on you because you're not supposed to be down here, but they do buy the story. This like
I was warning them.
yeah, like your people aren't common slaves, but they're a common enough thing that people occasionally see them. It's one of those things like it's you're not popular as slaves because the menial labor value is terrible, and they don't live long enough to put a lot of value into training. So outside of like occasional house stuff, nobody bothers with them much. Um, so yeah, they're just kind of running forward. Like they start securing the doors, getting both doors shut. Giant bar goes across. Um, why is the city alarm going? Is it an attack from the tribals?
Don't know. Lots of yelling, much running. Very bad outside.
The
You
yeah
should help.
the woman just like kicks at the guard who is asking. Why would it know? You go 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 wait there. Well, and she just points next to one of the seats. Um, and yeah, they're just like gossiping about, is it the tribals haven't attacked in centuries? It's got to be a few escaped slaves, causing a ruckus. But we're supposed to lock down the pens if anything happens. You want the beast down here getting loose and making everything worse? Um, and the one guard's kind of murmuring about not wanting to look like a coward, and yeah, it just gets like more mockery. You get the feeling the guy who spotted you is kind of the bullied one of the three, and yeah, like they're busy arguing for a moment. You see the janitor just looks spooked and is kind of like looking around nervously. Um, what do you want to do?
Um, Maybe encourage them. Be like, you go help. They're right outside. You should
Um,
go help.
yeah, that's just going to get like for the sake of not being that mean, but it's just you're pretty
Yeah,
much gonna get shouted
they
down
ignore
by the
her.
two. Yeah, ignore or just shut the fuck up. What's your number type thing. They're
Yep.
really not that interested in the opinions of slave on this, especially if it
Yeah.
matches the opinion of the one they bully.
If they seem like they're fighting enough, like if it was nothing else, just to encourage them fighting and or
It's not fighting. It's more
looking.
like just like bored rent-a-cops, like
Oh,
little
okay.
nervous because like there's a tornado warning that went off. That's basically the equivalent here. They're not like
Okay.
fighting about it. They're just bickering.
Uh, Pick would just go over to the janitor
Okay.
and like look up at him and be like, "Out," and point towards the over here. Can we get
Uh,
out?
I can. You stay here. Do whatever they're saying. They're not that bad, I guess. And yeah, whatever they told you. And he is going to quiet. Like he seems to be warming to the idea of just leaving, and he quietly leaves. You hear
Pick
a
looks
click.
back at them, and though they may not, hopefully she doesn't know if they paid attention to that conversation, but she points back and goes, "I go with janitor,"
Um,
because she's hoping that they'll be dismissive, like what the hell ever slave get.
yeah. Give me a persuasion check if like if that's your
Okay.
goal. If you're trying to get something out of
Yep.
it, like you're trying to, hey, it's a good idea if I leave.
Nope.
Whew. Okay. No, you hear a yell back. You wait right here. We need to make sure she's not part of some kind of thing.
In 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 the respect of I like where this is going and I want
I
to see
just
you succeed, I want you to use my inspiration to re-roll that persuasion.
You don't
no,
have
it's
to.
okay. I would
right.
say keep it because I think I'm just gonna go let shit out.
Oh,
Like,
all right. Well, then in that
because I'm
case,
like, I can't get out and I don't want to be stuck here down with them. I am gonna disobey them and go up here and check the door.
Okay.
And see about fucking with it unless they yell at me.
Yeah, there would be an angry yell if you like just like visibly ignore when they're like, "No, you stay right there." They're
Well,
still
she'll sit
debating
down
about
for a
like
little bit, probably like
Okay, yeah,
sits down
a
for the
little
amount
bit.
of time, and
Two of them would come up and start questioning you about like what's going on. Where's your master? That type of thing.
she just points up
Mhm.
when they go, "Where's your master?" and then just goes, outside. It start outside
What like
fighting.
at that the one she's just rubbing her face and it's like there is
She's just
no
the most
point in talking.
annoying, useless bug they've ever talked to in their life.
Yeah, and that does so give me a deception check with advantage because you're playing into like the stereotypes that
Sure.
they have.
Yep.
Um
Yeah, that's
yeah,
better.
like at this point, yeah, it's like all
It's
right,
like I am absolutely useless, and I am sitting like a toddler on the floor with my little legs crossed.
yeah, it's like my wife wanted us to get one of these. This is why I keep telling her no. And they start going off like fl- just flat out dismissing it. Like they're not going to get any
Yep.
info. They're going to go over here. One of them just sits down. Looks like maybe he's a little older. The nervous younger one who they harass is just kind of like standing by the door looking like he wants to do something. And the female guard is just kind of standing there like keeping an eye down here and down here, leaning against the pillar. And yeah, they're not like if they see you do shenanigans, they'll probably say something, but they're not gonna tell you anything. They'll just her owner will come looking eventually. Just I don't know if he this is why we shouldn't have done open manumission. I don't care if they're part of it. Yeah, you start taking hay to the beasts. That's what she's.
Goes,
This is why we shouldn't
gets
have
little
let
cart.
let the. I don't care if they're technically drow. We shouldn't have let them free. She's once again back to. You get the feeling these are coworkers, even if not particularly happy ones.
Pick
But yeah,
is perfectly happy with this because it gets her where she kind of wanted to go.
okay. So yeah, they
She
just
will
have
load up
start.
the thing with hay and just
It's
start
it's
going back.
doable. It's just really awkward because the wheelbarrow is like your height, so you just
Yep.
have four little arms pushing.
Yep. She just puts two on each side and just tries to keep it balanced as she
Okay.
pushes it along.
Yeah. So you
Are there keys for the beast cage over here anywhere, or they
none that
probably
you
have the
see.
keys?
Well,
Okay.
if they don't, the janitor does. But you see in the pens a variety of creatures, none of which look the least bit happy. Three clawfoots, a trihorn, which are pretty rare, an enormous frog, which looks similar to the kind that you remember nearly ate you. Uh,
No.
several boars, a displacer beast, and a single woman who looks to be made of plants are all held in separate cages. Only the woman really seems to notice you. Her faintly glowing green eyes tracking your movements.
Since I have telepathy and this is very convenient and they don't have to hear my conversation, I will communicate with her. Do you want out? If I let you out?
And yeah, the eyes narrow a little bit, and she says, "A little moth, if you can set us all free, I will try to help you.
Okay.
You look like you need to be somewhere else, don't you?"
Would like to be, but help first.
And
And
yeah,
pulls out her lockpicks and begins lockpicking.
okay. Give me a thieves' tools check. Okay, hey, there you go. Saving the rolls. Yeah, the door with a faint click comes undone, and you see that she is still bound by shackles to the wall, much more thoroughly than the beasts were. I will put an image of her. One sec. Go.
Pick puts her little hands up to her face like, shh.
Yeah, she just cocks an eyebrow at that. Like she
She's like,
probably
I
is.
get it, girl.
Yeah. She's probably like, I
I'm
didn't need
probably
to be
smarter
told
than you, you little thing.
that. Well, it was, Faye, who
All right.
knows?
Who
See,
knows?
we'll get resident. Why is it never one I need? Oh, that's
Hey,
why.
there's something smart in here that can help.
I'm in the wrong image bank. That's why. Okay, here it is. That would be A, B, C. Okay. This is roughly what she looks like once it loads. There we go.
Cool.
But yeah, you're not able to get the manacle around her foot off very well. Um,
Ugh. She'll try the ones around her wrists.
okay. Okay.
Ah,
Those are much easier. And as you're doing it, you notice these are like the iron seems fairly weak, at least, compared to different types of metals you've seen. You've seen more recently than ever before, but this doesn't seem like particularly good iron. You're not sure why you'd use it for manacles, but um, yeah. Uh, so you have her legs are still shackled. I would say you'd probably have one or two more checks before somebody's probably going to be
someone
yelling for you
notices.
to where is that slave type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, play more one.
I'll try it. Ah, better.
Yep. It's barely enough, but you're able to get the lock off her leg, which she stretches and happily steps out
What
and
next?
let out let the largest one out. And she points to the Trihorn's cage. She saunters over as well. Okay, yeah. With a click, the door opens and she walks in, murmuring something in a language that isn't Elven, you're not familiar with, but you do hear sounds like um, someone someone yelling, "What's going on back there?" And yeah, she is going to do some stuff. Dryad, Witch of the Fae, is going to.
Pick is going to, for her credit, attempt to give him the telepathic communication. Had to slow down. One of them pooped near cage. Gross.
She's going. Oh
Hopefully,
yeah, that works. She's
hopefully
going
discourage. But
to cast something on the Trihorn and then nimbly climb up its back as it starts to ram against the cage, like with a loud creaking. Um, it like the chain around the front of the cage, because there's a door for people to get in and out, and then there's the large gate that they use to get it in and out. It's going to do a check with advantage, a strength check to pop the thing here.
can do it, buddy. Sorry, guys, it's taking so long.
16, yeah, it's able to pop the chain and get out. And yes, wow. As she steps forward, she sees this and is horrified that one of their most dangerous prisoners is atop the other really dangerous prisoner, or well, gladiatorial display thing, beast to be killed. Um, so yeah, she's just going to start yelling in alarm and start sprinting back this way. And
Ooh.
yeah, you know what? I will put
Do we
up.
roll initiative?
Yeah, if you could roll initiative. This is pretty much just to track
Okay.
how rapidly you're able to get things done while the
Okay.
Dryad tries to chase down this person on her mount. I will have. There you go. Click that and she is running down, yelling alarm to the other drow conscripts. who aren't thrilled about any of this.
Good.
Okay. All right. Okay, pick. You actually got the highest. So what would you like to do here? It looks
Uh,
like things are about to start happening. You could let the frog out first. That'd be cool.
no, frog doesn't. Frog can't communicate. Displacer beast kind of smart.
They are. Yeah, that's probably the second smartest thing in here. Pretty smart. And very sadistic, infamously so. But it may dislike drow more than it dislikes bug people,
Especially if I
given that
let it
it's been
out.
in a yeah, especially even though it's been in a cage. All the others
I don't
look.
know if they have enough intellect to communicate. Like
I think
she'll try telepathy.
just below it. So let me look here.
Oh, okay.
Actually, they technically have enough to communicate, but they don't have a language, so it cannot it can't communicate with you. Some can, but when you reach out to this one, you feel that it is not old or powerful enough magically to have achieved speech capabilities. But it's technically as smart as the half giant in the Dark Sun game I'm in.
I get the feeling from those stories it's not a compliment. The rest I don't think are sentient enough at the moment, but would cause chaos. I guess she'll telepathy to the Fae and be like, "Should I let more out?"
Yeah, she just says yes as she seems to be directing her mount to charge down the drow.
All right, then I'm gonna pick this guy's lock.
Okay.
She holds up her four little hands and then points at the bad guy and then
So
points at the lock. Like,
are you trying to pick
yeah,
open the main cage gate, so to speak, that they use
yep,
to get in and out? Okay.
yep. Like, don't eat me.
Yeah,
Damn, doing good.
malevolent yellow eyes kind of track your movements as your hands. It's very unsettling. And it doesn't help that you're not entirely sure how close it is to the bars because it's very blurry. Um,
Yeah. She's going to keep the bars between it, like when you open a cage and you've got the bars between yourself and the other thing.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
just kind of like, I'm assuming they swing open,
Yep.
maybe.
You're
Yeah.
morally
So, yep.
certain that it's not behind you, which they like to do sometimes in the wild, but
Yeah.
because then
She'll go up
then it would be
high.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
She'll
gonna
go
let
up
it out
high.
and flutter up immediately. Fair
Yep.
enough. Yeah, so you do that, and a moment later, the gate kind of like bursts open as it just heaves itself against. It was very much tracking that you were opening it, and it looks up towards you, but hears the yelling and starts prowling in this direction.
Beautiful.
And I will add
Go,
a
you.
turn for it.
Go, you psychotic monster. Go. What are these things?
Those are clawfoots or
Oh, okay.
Deinonychuses, pack
It'd be really
hunting
funny if
creatures.
the Displacer Beast just leaves and starts hunting down Purser because it's the same one.
No, that one is actually leveled up with you guys, so don't worry about that.
That would be so good.
It hates you.
That one's going to be a higher CR if you ever run into it again. All right. I actually have a template for it. Okay.
Oh boy.
It's,
Well,
we'll say that's its turn. It starts running towards that. That's all it gets. Free turn. And the Dryad is going to mounts. What are the rules for sentient mounts, or at least like uncontrolled mounts? There we go. That's a better way to put
So
it.
you can choose to either have them take their own turn independently, in
Mhm,
which case they don't get to do any movement on the rider's turn,
mhm.
or their turn is subsumed into the rider and the rider gets to use their move.
Right. I think that's what she would do here. She's a dryad. She's very charming, especially for wild animals. She is going to do that, and Triceratops speed of 50 feet. Let me see how that goes up to the right one. Okay. And yeah, it's just going to charge over here. It's a very narrow fit, like it's scraping against the sides of the walls here. Um, but yeah, Let's see. She's going to point at the first drow, and then she's going to cast. Yeah, that sounds like her. She's gonna cast Hold Monster and try and paralyze the drow as this Triceratops is running. Creature that you can see, Wisdom saving throw. What's her DC? I have it right here. Oh wow, okay. See if the drow succeeds. Okay, does not. So the drow just falls prone as the Triceratops runs over it, essentially stomping it. Let's see here. What would trampling damage be? You know what? I'm just gonna use the trampling charge. Knock prone. We'll just do stomps as it goes over. That seems fair. Good God. Okay, that is a very dead
Yeah.
drow. Alex, Triceratops continues the charge. All right.
Squish.
Yeah. All
It's just an herbivore. It can't hurt us.
right. Yeah, that seems like good use of that. And she's dead. He feels very. I told you we should have left as he starts trying to heave the bar off the gate to move as something he's always feared is happening. All these horrible monsters are getting out. He's gonna do a frantic check to try and open this bar and get things going. Good thing his strength is a flat fucking four. Oh, okay. He's able to like heave the bar and start to open the door for his action. But he can't get both doors open. But that's enough for him to run up the stairs like a coward. This guy,
We
seeing
love that
that,
for him.
is going to do 30. He is going to dash to do the exact same thing and just flee up the stairs. And yeah, the Triceratops is just going to continue charging, smashing into these pillars. Yeah. Well, actually, it doesn't have a turn. My bad. Because the turn. The Displacer Beast is just going to follow after. Basically, we're out of combat because anything that would
Beautiful.
fight you is gone. The Dryad has her mount chase these guys. It's not very good on stairs, but it tries. And the Displacer Beast follows suit, probably peeling
Good.
away the moment
Good.
there's a chance to get away. And yeah, do you want to let the rest of them out?
I'm not going to let the frog out because I don't think it would leave me alone. Um,
Pick is petty like
and
that. Almost 8.
I mean, she is its favorite thing, and it's not smart enough to be like, don't. But she can fly
Yeah.
above the boars. She's fairly confident she can fly above the boars and want to let them out.
Yeah. The boars, while they are aggressive and unpleasant, are not like predatory. Yeah, you're able to get the gate open, and after a few quick sniffs and some squeals, the boar flee as well. Although they're not as tactical about fleeing, they pretty much just go towards an opening, and yeah, they eventually will flee.
And then I don't know about these guys.
They're smart for dinosaurs, and very dangerous pack hunters.
I don't want them to get me. I don't know if they'd.
They've got a good jump.
Yeah, they've got a good jump. I mean, they're from her home territory, so it's like the two things she knows might eat her and regularly would make meal of her. She's like,
try to, yeah.
She's like, no, maybe not those. So
yeah, okay, fair. But yeah, you leave them in. They look sad as you flee away. The frog just
if they
looks
do
like a
actually look
frog.
sad, she might think about it. No, she's gonna go. She's like, no, I don't need to get eaten. I'd let you out, but I don't want to get eaten.
It's like visiting the dogs at the shelter.
Well,
don't make me feel bad. I'll go back. Then they're gonna eat me, and I'm gonna die.
But yeah, you let out some boars, a Displacer Beast, a Dryad Witch, and a Triceratops. That will probably add some chaos, as
All right.
very, very Jumanji, as they erupt out of the creature pens. And the dryad wheels her mount around briefly and says, "Little moth,
Yeah,
you need to go somewhere, yes?"
I think. Yeah? Docks. To the docks.
She does she know she was brought in by land? She doesn't know where the docks are. She's not familiar with the docks. She was brought in by forest. Well, by land route specifically.
I
You
mean,
go be free.
you go
You
outside,
should.
you can see the ocean, to be fair.
That's true. It's a matter of so little meta. She's going with transport by plants, or transport via
Hmm.
plants. So let's see. Any seen or touched the destination plant at least once before. Okay, so
I am quick. You
she
run.
can get you here is the best she can do. She can't get you to the docks because she has not been or touched those plants, but
No,
she can
it's
get you
okay.
here.
Pick would say, I'm very fast. I fly over. You go be free. They should not cage you.
Okay. Yeah,
I did
then
not let the others out. I felt bad.
all right,
Big
yeah.
frog.
If you're gonna
Little
pass
feathers.
on fast travel option, you now have to travel the rest of the city. Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, it
Then
would be the same. I think it would almost be the exact same distance going from, let's see,
if you're trying to get to the docks directly, yeah, it's up to you. But
because like if it's
Well,
from this
wasn't
shoreline, it's
what
57.9, and
the
from
feet
here
well
thing,
it's
don't pay attention to that.
okay.
The thing.
so wasn't the plan that we were going to try to rendezvous at the Static Arts. So we have 5 people for this assassination rather than trying to rendezvous at the docks, considering we have multiple
Oh,
things we have to
okay.
do
Yeah,
before we get to the docks.
it was
That
gonna
could
depend
be.
on how the timing worked out because we were gonna move on him as soon as like the messenger comes to tell him something's going down at the arena.
Then she'll
Yeah,
take the
Right.
that
fast travel.
Okay.
That was
yeah,
just
that's
player forgetting. I'll take
yeah.
the fast travel.
If he
Okay.
yeah, the plan B was if he leaves the Static Arts, then we jump him. But if not, we wait for Pick to show up, and then all 5 of us go for the assassination.
Yeah, fair enough. Then she will find a tree of sufficient width nearby and sort of like open a glowing portal in its bark. And as depends on how much you trust her to flutter your little moth self into portal.
Absolutely. Pick
Absolutely
is Pick is
ride
just
or
like
die. Yeah.
very good. Ride or die.
Okay, yeah, that very much helps you get closer to this. I would say with dashing, it's going to be tricky, but you'd be a very exhausted moth person, but you could get there reasonably quickly.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll say meanwhile. Oh well, actually, I should ask. Pick, are you going to start fluttering immediately towards
Yep.
where you think it is? Gotcha. Okay.
Book her little tookus.
Okay. Then we'll put here. Um, Ludger, you were not here at the time, so I said that's kind of why I jumped over to Pick. How do you want to enter? Purser is over here, feet up, relaxing. Um, Balthazar is over here, just kind of, I think, just quietly drinking and like looking at the various workers that he could hire. And Bemi is over here with a big fancy bottle of scorpion liquor and also just kind of looking about. How do you want to enter, Luker? And what is your disguise?
I would have seen the other disguises, so
Bemi chose to look like a white dude, if I remember correctly.
Because that's exactly what he isn't.
Yeah.
okay. I heard Balthazar was using his mask. Did
Mhm.
Purser put on any significant like disguise?
Purser's disguise is Purser.
It's like payday.
Yeah,
No one knows who I am.
No one ever recognizes
that's
James Bond. Yeah.
No one cared who I was until I put on the mask.
No one knows this crazy. No one knows these 4 dudes walk into a bank in full body armor with a minigun. No, nah, the only dirt noticing if you get too close, you put on your mask.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, what would
clearly.
you like to look like?
Hmm. I am going to look something like a drow merchant.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, you know what?
uh,
You this is an easy thing. You've seen a lot of drow merchants, and for some reason, when you picture this and the image appears, masking your features, your drow merchant looks for just a brief instant both horrified and on fire. But that fades very quickly. You're not sure where that came from, but um, yeah, you are now a drow merchant. Certainly not one in the process of being fireballed 8 times over.
oh, that's an old reference. One moment. I think
That's good. That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
On darkest
There we go. That is what I look like. Not actually. I look normal for
Uh,
this area.
yeah, okay, I got
Um,
you. I got you. All right.
okay, I will enter. Uh,
And what does this merchant do when he enters?
he is going to casually scan around for a second,
Hmm.
see Purser, and then go over to Purser, uh, and do something of a greeting, as to pretty much kind of like make it like Purser and him are supposed to meet here, to do some like strip club business or something along those lines. Like, the
Okay.
classic, like,
This is
you
kind
know,
of a mingle place for the upper class. Like, yeah, that's
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
Okay.
That way, Purser has a bit more cover, and you know, rather than hey, who's that random dude? It's oh well, he was here to meet someone, so you know
Okay.
that
Okay.
just like makes sense. So that
Yeah, yeah.
way,
No, I like that. All right. So in that case, everybody's set up, and you're all kind of set up and waiting. I- Up to you if you're nervous or not. You've planned this out. Just waiting for that messenger to arrive with dire news is what you're hoping. But instead of a messenger, there is a distant at first and then slightly louder sound of a horn being blown, which a lot of people look up, kind of surprised, a little nervous, um, as it seems like that's some type of alarm.
So
Um,
And
Purser's just gonna look around confused, like, what could that be? I'm definitely not from around here.
yeah,
I
and
think
yeah, go ahead.
Balthazar's gonna get up and start to kind of walk forward, going, "What the fuck is that?" I'm just gonna basically pretend like he's slammed on the wine he's been drinking.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
it's stumbling a little bit, gotcha, gotcha. Um, Yeah, that earns you not quite a scornful look, but definitely like a, slight clucking of the tongue from the drow over here talking to one of the workers, but nothing big. Um, you see one of the clients getting up here and adjusting himself as he's coming out, looking around. A lot like seems like everybody's kind of like I said, think of this as like a tornado alarm or something. Like people are nervous, and you see the bodyguard very promptly gets up and starts walking over to talk to her charge. She would just take the stairs up here and lean down to talk to him. And yeah, what would you guys like to do, if anything?
Um. Now this is our target. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord, tons of fun there. Yep, yep, yep.
Lord, tons of fun. Well,
Or
Bemmy's
Roderick,
gonna
if you're
walk.
a friend.
Bemmy's gonna walk over with his bottle, right, and be like, "Excuse me, but it seems like you're having the best time here, and that's what I came to has, and that is a good time. May I join you? I will share my wine."
just gonna
Yeah.
shift over to the left a little bit.
Getting that close immediately, the bodyguard's like hand goes to her blade and she just kind of glares at you. Give me a persuasion check for the Lord himself. She's not having it, but he's a indulgent man. Listen, you look different like that one, but I'm not in the mood for that today. All right, fuck off. Yeah.
Fair enough. Didn't need to be so rude, but I understand. And with that, let's see. What is going on over here?
That is a halfling. One of the workers currently not working. He just seems to be enjoying the hot tub. A drow and a lizard folk in the other hot tub, with the lizard folk serving fruit to the drow.
All right. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll just sit here at the table and just grab a glass and nah,
Slurp,
screw the glass.
scorpion.
I
You're
got
just
I got
gonna
the
nip
bottle.
at the
I'm just
bottle.
like, okay. I mean, I'm just here for a good time, but all right. I'll
And
sit here and drink.
okay,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna shimmy on over behind whatever his name is, Manfred von
Ludger,
Volkfein, Luger, yeah.
Ludger. Yep.
It's and just basically like do the drunken whisper, going, I think we're ready. Oh yeah, worry about is that chick above him.
I would like whisper back, something along the lines of like, we wait to the last possible second. We want pick here. But if he begins to leave, then we go.
Well, she's
As you
desperately
say.
trying to persuade him. Let's see if she
What
can
do you
convince
what do
him
you
to
mean?
leave.
I wash my hands. What do you do?
All right, let's see here. She got a 7. Her uncle is blowing her the fuck off, and he's going to go back to groping his 2 entertainers for the evening, and looking very pissed. Um, his bodyguard is going to go over here and just basically stand like on the edge of this, closer than she was before. And yeah, let's see here. Pick,
If
give.
Bemmy sees this happening,
Yeah.
he's gonna just kind of look at her and motion to the bottle, and then motion to the seat, like, eh?
Yeah, she just kind of like rolls her eyes a little bit at that and doesn't reply at all. Like if she follows him here, she probably gets a lot of things, like a lot of offers, we'll say, at the brothel regular. You get the impression she's a bit of a stick in the mud, or at least very dedicated to her job. Uh, she's just kind of she's the responsible one, at least as far as keeping his ass alive.
Got a phone call, bear back.
Yeah. So Pick, meanwhile, is fluttering through the bright daylit sky. Um, give me an athletics check for just continued flutter sprinting. Pick.
Oh,
You're
Want
you're
what?
s-
just
I
gonna
am.
lay face down
I
on a
am
building
going
for a
to
little
give
while.
her. I'm going to give her my advantage to get that 19.
okay. Pick, do you
Aw.
want the advantage to get the 19?
Sure, I'll give you mine if one of us needs it first.
Okay, fair enough.
Or I
So
can just use mine.
you are 1 round away as you flutter in, and 6 seconds away. You can see the brothel. You're fluttering as quick as your little wings will take you, and
Eed.
and yeah, Rajin for his part seems to be headed for one of the rooms with. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay. Seems to be headed for one of the rooms with his 2 entertainers in tow. They are a set of drow twins.
Can we tell if one's male and one's female?
Barely, yes.
Okay. The one with the bigger bulge in the pants is the female. Right, got you.
Yes. Yep. So they enter the room. Let's see. She would definitely have gotten used to this at this point.
I
Where
mean,
would
at
she
least
go?
this lord's gonna die doing what he loved.
Anyways, yeah, she just goes over, grabs one of the cushions, and sits down here. So she doesn't have to be close enough to hear things directly, but so she's close enough to notice things. And Pick, you,
Internet had a weird little hiccup.
yeah, I heard the ding. Pick, you have arrived, fluttering in. We'll say you're like out here, looking down at the picnic tables, which it's amazing they have picnic tables at a brothel, but you know what? It's interesting. Um, but what do you want to do, Pick? You're here.
Um,
You're sweaty and huffing, but you're here. You were racing.
a very disgruntled little floof. Where's the front door?
The front door is here. Well, specifically
Okay,
here.
she'll get her little tuchus to the front door, and
Okay.
then boop,
All right. Yeah.
and then glance around to see if she recognizes anyone.
You would
I
definitely
think the only
recognize
person is
Purser.
Purser. Okay.
Er, Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm back.
go
Where
ahead.
did Diablo go?
He is
To the
in
room.
one of the private rooms with his two drow twins.
Ah. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Um, and so you recognize Purser and you recognize the spooky mask that the Balthazar fellow was wearing, because you've seen him wear it before.
Um,
Yeah.
has she recognized has she seen slave behavior of like somebody that would go and like sit in a particular posture or act in a particular way if they were someone's like
Slaves usually just follow behind, eyes down, typically. All of them have collars, so like a pretty small one, but like a silver or a bronze one, if I remember correctly, which you are currently lacking. But you have enough foof, you could, you could say that it's just hidden in it. I don't know.
it's theoretically just in the floof.
Yeah.
If you wear it a long time, it's like a cat's collar. It just gets underneath there.
Right. Yeah.
She comes and sits down, looking demure and submissive next to Purser.
Okay.
So, as Pick comes in, and Purser does see that. Are there any other obvious guards, or is it just like his bodyguard lady?
I would say at this point, you see someone coming out who looks like he's maybe the owner of the place, or at least, hired muscle, because no brothel in the world doesn't have a bouncer. Um, and although he is still getting dressed from his business, we'll say.
Perfect. I I give a look over towards Lidger, and then I pull my wand out of my sleeve and cast Hold Person on the two of them.
Ah, okay. Fair enough. That is the starting thing, and you guys, while you didn't act super like blend-in-y, you also didn't act that odd for a brothel. So like she didn't have any prepared actions. This is legit catching her off guard. So we will do initiative.
Pick, panting a little. Wait 2 minutes.
Dang, Purser.
To basically the meme of who the fuck starts a fight like that? I just sat down.
Probably. I'm gonna initiative. I'm gonna use my inspiration to reroll my initiative.
That's fair.
All right, it's slightly better.
An improvement. That's the important part.
Not
Okay.
really.
Uh, all right. So we will go here. All right. So first thing, do your spell and it's a wisdom save, I believe, and DC is what?
Yeah, Wisdom save DC is 14.
Wisdom. So let's see if they get it. That is not charmed, so they don't have advantage on it. Wisdom. Okay, so she critted. He got an 8. So he is now paralyzed. Where is the little thing here? What's a good paralyzed? Just put a net. There we go. And yeah, so starting turn. So like going into initiative order proper, you're there with your wand out. He locks up as he was putting on, as he was like tying up his pants. Locks up, and do they fall prone, or is there any like they're
No,
paralyzed?
he's just paralyzed and incapacitated.
Okay.
So yeah, there's like silvery fire chains wrapping around him.
For flavor's sake, I'm gonna say he like falls against the door as he just like is caught in he's. Um, what would you like to do? It is your turn.
Okay.
She is
So,
immediately drawing her sword, like, trained on a like trained to go into action at a hair's notice type thing. This guy
mhm.
probably needed a good bodyguard.
So yeah, I'm going to I'm gonna firebolt her since she
Okay.
survived the actually no, I don't want to hurt the owner. He hasn't really done anything wrong
Okay.
apart from like owning a brothel. But
It is a brothel without slaves, which is odd. So, there's that.
yeah,
But
he's
yeah,
just
no, I get
gonna
it.
like basically shoot over his head at her
Okay.
and
It's easy. He's in the process of falling over, so.
mhm. That is a 24 to hit her for 10 fire damage.
Okay, yeah, she yelps as it scorches her. Maybe once again you get the feeling not quite as scorchy as it should have been, but it definitely hurt.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. And
and
then I look over towards Jun and just call out to her, "Ready to dance?"
she just looks shocked at what's going on. Um, we're gonna have the workers and clientele go at 0. By the way, you know what? I'll add her and just put her at 0. Just so I don't
That's
forget, because
fair.
otherwise I always forget fucking NPCs like that. All right. Yeah, she just looks very shocked. Um, yeah. Anything else, Purser?
That's it for Purser. He's just
Okay.
standing up from the chair.
With wand out, like having just fired opening shots. All right, Bemi, what do you want to do?
Okay, is our target inside a room with four
Uh,
walls, or
yes, he is.
What kind of doors are there? Like bead curtains or something like that, or
No, it's
solid door?
bamboo. It's bamboo slate.
Uh,
It's not
okay.
slate. Slat. Yeah,
Slats.
slats. There we go. Yeah, it's not like there's not much soundproofing, but it does at least offer like visual barrier so that
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know you don't have to
You
be
know.
watched. There's spaces if you prefer that, but these are for some privacy. And yeah, Bemi, what would you like to do? You cannot see your
is
target.
there no? But can I see if there is a lock on the door?
I'm just gonna say there is not a lock on the door for a number of reasons.
All right, that's fair. Hmm.
This is the kind of place where like if you're willing to interrupt a customer, it better be fucking good because there's nobody in here who doesn't have some clout.
Right. And this is his niece, right?
Niece slash bodyguard, yes.
All right. Well, then what I will do is bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Okay.
She is Hunter's Mark.
And I'm just gonna put down his bottle and go, she should have taken a drink. And now I'm gonna shoot her 3 times.
Okay. Fair enough. Oh, there you go.
Whoa!
Spicy, spicy. Okay. It won't help on the first shot, but go ahead. She is going to shield to get her AC up to 20. But yeah, go ahead and roll damage for that crit. We'll say the damage from that is what convinced her she needs to shield.
Okay.
Okay, 12. Pretty good. Good.
15 points of damage total.
All right. Yeah, you guys hit her, and she doesn't like that. Anything else? As we'll say, like the illusion, it's still there, but it's a little awkward in the sense of like you could see your you're just pulling the bow out of like what was part of your cloak or something. Like I feel like it's
No,
overlapping a little awkwardly now.
it can just magically appear in my hand, right?
um oh yeah, you're like I think there's a range for teleporting in it if you left it somewhere. Um but yeah, it's pure flavor. However
I
you
mean,
want to.
if nothing, I'd say it's slung over my shoulder and then magically in my hand. Shoop.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
You could do that.
As Hunter's Mark isn't concentration, is it? I don't think it is.
I think it
It
is.
is. It is.
Oh, well then your illusion drops, but it's fine. I don't think it matters that much. But yeah, the illusion drops as you cast it and then shoot her, which she didn't like. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, if the illusion's disguise self, it's not concentration.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
No,
Why did I think it was? I don't know. Whatever.
because a lot of them are.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, then never mind. You are still disguised. Rajan is going to probably fucking try and grab his pants first. Let's see here. We'll see. He is. Didn't take off his rings. Pants he just pulls on
Should have been ready.
and grabs his wand.
Dog with his pants down.
Open at least. Yeah. So he's just gonna pull his pants taut. Um, let's see. Yeah, you know what? He's definitely like this is his safe space. He knows he's pretty pissed that there's yelling and like things like that. He's gonna open the door and step out yelling, "What's going on here?" As he sees like Benny, your bow, like his bodyguard with an arrow in her.
And Per's just like shooting fire
Yeah,
bolts.
yeah. He's oh, uh, yeah, fire, take you all. And he just out of like half panic is going to like wave his wand aggressively, and he is going to try and target the people who are being mean.
The thing I haven't gone yet, so I'm not mean yet.
Yeah, exactly. Like he just sees two people doing shenanigans. Um, yeah, he's gonna use his wand for this. All right. Person with a bow. That's usually a problem. He's
You
gonna
don't
try.
say.
I need a wisdom save from you as his wand tries to grip you in a paralyzing effect. Ah, okay. Then you are paralyzed as you feel your limbs lock up, Bemi.
Can
Uh,
I can I just be stuck like a petrified goat?
yeah, sure. Yeah, man. And luckily you were in a good stance to fire your bow so you don't fall over, but yeah, you're paralyzed, like probably with a smile on your face, holding your bow up triumphantly, and you're just, yeah, fainting goat, you're just paralyzed.
Then okay, if my mouth is like frozen in a smile, then I'd just like to just take a moment to just go, huh, and that's it.
And yeah, Ludger, what would you like to do? These two rapskillions have attacked this lord guy. Clearly, you'll jump to his
Okay.
defense.
Okay. Do I have line of sight on him?
Oh yeah, he stepped out to paralyze Bemi, so yep, you can see him.
Okay. So I am going to action search and mag dump as much as I humanly can into him because
Okay.
you know I need him to die as quickly as humanly possible so we can get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
He does not have shield, so
Um, okay, I am going for the first attack I hit. I am going to try
Making him drop the
a
wand.
yeah.
Okay.
So, let's do some attacks.
Okay. That hits.
Okay. Boom. Sorry. I forgot to click a superiority die.
Very good.
So let me roll that 1d8 for the extra damage.
Mhm.
Do. Okay, so 13 damage.
Mhm.
I am not sure how, like, what.
Okay. Spend
Wait, would
forcing
it
it to
be the
drop 2.
damage yeah, would it be the damage he has to beat with a strength saving throw, or?
No, there's
There's a save on your thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Right, strength save.
Um,
Strength
yeah,
saving throw. Do the thing. He's not a strong boy by nature, but okay, the dice like him. All right, he got a 19. I feel like it's
okay.
probably wow. Okay.
Uh, Even so, I am going to make the next 2 attacks.
I think he has to do a check too to keep the spell up. So one might be a little tricky.
Um,
Right, con save.
Let me
Let's
turn
see.
up. Okay, so
Yeah, he failed that, Bemmy. You're not paralyzed. You got a 5. 12 does
okay,
not
I'm
hit.
assuming that
Yeah, but the 18 does.
18 does.
Hmm.
Okay, and I think I can only do one superiority die per round.
I'm not sure. I have not played Battlemaster.
I don't think there's a limit.
It's either
Well,
I'll double
I
check
already
that
rolled
though.
it. I don't want to re-roll another thing.
it's fine.
And so yeah, I do that, and then I'm going to use my movements. 20.
There's the vampire girl screaming at somebody saying, "Why would you give me a garlic flavored donut?"
Uh, And with that, I have my turn.
Okay.
So it's as many as you want per round, but only 1 per attack.
So there you go. Okay, but you've shot him very well, and he seems upset about that. He's probably going to try and do things. Yeah, anything else, Ludger? Oh, you said you're in your turn. Okay. Balthazar, what
Yep.
would you like to do?
All right. Well, made a bad mistake of will getting too close to me. I will use a key. So where's that move? There it is. Bonus action dash. Get right in front of him.
Okay. There's yeah, you could climb up that. It's double movement speed to move up this because there's like a little bit of a ledge here, but I think that's
Oh, I
probably
got,
within your
I got,
yeah.
I got 40, so I think it'll still fit.
Yeah, I think so. Let me just do a quick thing, but I don't think it's a problem. Where were you?
I think it was right there. So, I mean, yeah, I'll just be here then.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, you can still reach up and like punch at his legs.
That's why I don't know, we're just cover the ground instantly. Just jump up and see what I got.
Take okay. So
Oh,
what do you want?
well, let's try a stunning strike. Why not?
Okay.
I think I just need to actually hit him. Yeah.
Yes. Key element of that.
So, attack number 1 does a 16 hit him.
Yes. Yes, it does.
I'll pop a key to try to stun him. He needs a con save against I don't fucking know monks.
There should be a
Um,
thing there. Yeah.
8
yes.
plus wisdom plus proficiency.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right. So I think that's a 13. So it ain't gonna be tough.
Okay. It's a flat roll for him. So all right, the dice like this dude. All right, 17. He's not having that. But you do hit him.
All right, so he's using him for 8 bludgeoning.
Okay. And I have a hard time believing that's all the attacks a monk would do.
Nope. I got another one, 19.
Yeah,
And
so it's
does anything stop me from doing this again?
nope.
I
No,
don't see a limit.
You
So
can
fuck
do it
it.
as many as you like.
yeah,
Fuck.
it's,
Roll another con then.
Until you run out of chi points, man.
Yeah.
just
Don't worry. I run out in like 2 seconds anyway. So yeah, do another con save.
All right, let's see. The dice have liked
Yeah,
him so far.
Monks hit their critical mass right around like 8 or 9, at which point they just have all the key they ever need.
Does a nat 1 pass, or because otherwise he's
I think so. I think
paralyzed?
so.
Yeah.
Well, that's because he is stunned until the end of my next turn.
Yeah. Actually, that's not different than paralyzed. What's a good stun
It's
one? We'll say.
All right, he is prime target. Rip into him. That's my turn.
yeah, he's stunned and incapacitated, which also
Yep.
means his concentration on hold person is broken.
If it hadn't already broken, that was yeah.
Oh, I was on the
He
phone at that
really
point.
failed it. Yeah, he really failed that
Sure.
one. It's like the worst fail he'd done so far. Okay. Um. That's not good for him. Pick. What would you like to do?
Let's see. We're gonna do a pew pew. And I'm just going to remain steady because I think I can hit him from where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like angle your bow up slightly, but yeah, definitely.
Yep.
15 hits. Yep.
All right.
It helps that he's shirtless. As fun a sight as that is.
Oh, he's stunned. So yeah, he's just rip into him.
And then I think I'm gonna do the Whales from the Grave on his bodyguard.
He's just doing a job. All right. Let's see. All right.
Very sad, but yeah.
I mean, better than nothing. And it's just auto. There's no save. She just takes it, right?
Yeah, I think so. Let's
Yep.
see.
Okay. And he has taken some damage, which I should probably list that.
Possibly.
I mean, it's my prerogative as a DM to just have them not take damage. It's totally fair. All right. Let's see. All right. Yeah, he's definitely bloodied, as he's regretting stepping out a fair bit. But this is his safe space. It's never been a problem before. It is finally her turn. She doesn't like any of this shit that you guys are doing. She's going to do some magic shenanigans where she bonus action using this, 2 sorcery points. Bonus action Fairy Fire to catch Bemmy, Pick, and Purser in it. Yeah, that's because Bemmy did just shoot her. She's going to jump down 5, 10, 15.
So that's what a dex save, I think.
Indeed. Let's see what's her save. There we go. Okay. Let's see who got what. Oh, Bemmy, you're good. Percy, you're good. Pick, I need a dex save. Okay. All right. Well, somebody vulnerable. Yeah, then you are lit up by multicolored sparkly fire. That
Pretty.
makes you
I am lamp.
easy hit.
I am become lamp,
I
light her
am.
brothels.
All right, and then she's going to hit you twice with her rapier.
Hit who twice?
Because Pick's easier to hit.
Oh, pick. Hits pick. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
She was originally aiming for you, but you passed. So 16 and 19 to hit. Pick, do those hit?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Advantage is helping. And Just give you total. So 9 piercing total and 13 fire damage. So 22 damage to you there, Pick.
Ooh.
As her rapier catches fire in the air, as it seems to burn with the speed of her blows, and yeah, you're getting stabbed.
Ow.
And
I am very low.
yeah, that's it for her. The brothel erupts in chaos. As the workers are all going to flee flat out. At least sloth person's going to flutter. Yeah, I can flutter over here into the kitchens. He likes the kitchens. 5, 10, I know he can only get to here fluttering. The bartender is going to duck below and grab a small hand crossbow. Uh, this guy is just going to flee. 30. He's going to dash to get away. Doesn't need to be here for any part of this. Same thing. 30. Get to here. See, yeah, the workers would just basically try and find a good place to hide. He's gotta go to here. This guy's too drunk to pay attention. I'm gonna put a little thing here just so I show that he's more or less passed out. Which I think he did just flat out pass out now that I think on it. But yeah, the scorpion wine knocked him out. It's good. So yeah, there we go. And this guy is splashing up from the hot tub, still half nude, yelling things. But Batu is going to hop out, very much still nude, grab something, and glance over and see what's happening. He remembers you, Percy. He remembers you saying stuff. Batu is going to help. He's going to throw one of his small little spears at, you know what, we'll say the rain. Spears are not great throwing weapons. Let's see here. 20 feet, 60 feet max. I'll throw it at the bodyguard with disadvantage.
I love that his like exotic hooker appeal includes just walking around with tribal spears.
So he actually has he didn't have that as part of his stuff. That's part of his personal effects that he's allowed to keep. But he is paranoid enough that when he's not working, he has those with him. Yeah. It includes when he's in the bath. So there's a naked halfling man throwing spears at the guard with a 10 because disadvantage. It does miss. Jun, she didn't exactly pick up what you were putting down, Purser. She's going to run over and like duck down and hide behind the stage here, yelling. The twins in here are panicking and screaming. This worker is just going to slam the door shut and back up on the bed. And yeah, that's everybody. Okay, this guy, can he make a save to try and escape this awful fate?
At the end of his turn, yeah.
Okay, well, his turn goes by, and now he wants to do something. What is it?
The DC 14 wisdom saving throw.
All right, let's see. Does a four probably doesn't do it. All right.
Not usually.
Purser, what would you like to do? Pick is very, very injured and scorched.
So,
And lit up by pretty fire.
Yeah, that's a problem. So I'm going to just stay here, covering Pick and Balthazar as best I can.
Okay.
And I'll shoot another firebolt at... It's not useful. Ugh, I hate these people so much.
They'd be natural converts to the silver flame. They like fire.
I'll step over here and
Mhm.
take the help action to assist. We'll say Ludger in attacking the bodyguard lady.
Okay. Fair enough. Cool. Demi, what would you like to do?
I will exhaust the spell slot to move that hunter's mark over to our target.
Oh,
It's only
okay.
when the target drops to 0 hit points.
Yeah.
Oh, you're recasting it. Okay.
Yeah. We good.
And then I'm going to shoot him twice.
Okay. And do you have a
And
thing that allows for you to not be at disadvantage when hostiles within 5 feet of you? With
I
range?
mean, I thought it was the target.
No, it's if you're within melee reach of any creature, you have disadvantage on ranged attack rolls.
Any hostile creature, but yeah.
Right.
That
Fine, then I'll
it's
move here.
yeah. There you go.
I'll take an attack of opportunity.
She's not gonna make it. She's gotta save that for shield, man. Like this
Yeah.
is a bad
All right.
situation she's in.
Then in that case, I will move. I will do that, and I will exhaust a bow charge
Make him sad.
to make him the big sad. So I think that is. Well, we don't even know. Let's recharge 1d3. All right, DC 13 charisma throw. To save.
Okay. What are you gonna do
If the
the
creature
attack with?
fails the saving throw by 5 or more, it additionally falls prone. Okay. Just trying to remember. Okay, and here's one attack. Oh,
That hits. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll damage before you do anything else, just to see if that's necessary. Okay. Yeah.
He's
Okay. Let's
sad
see.
because he's dead.
Wisdom saving throw. He. So, you see him like he's paralyzed, or at least kind of fucked up. So you can't see a change of expression much, but you can visibly see him get sad. We'll say that much. As you shoot him, and yeah. Let's see. Okay. So he's very badly hurt. And don't forget to add your doubled hunter's mark.
Yeah,
ooh, that's right. Holy smokes.
and
Any rolled
you're right at
damage.
advantage because he's stunned.
Yep. Okay. He is still up. What would you like to do?
Is he still up?
He is. Yeah.
Well, I got one more attack.
You have advantage.
That hits. Roll damage. How'd you like to do it? He was at 4.
Oh. Basically, we'll say with Bemi initially sitting here, he's gonna look at her and just go, "Hey, look, I just want you to know this ain't no personal." He takes a step back and just shunk, 2 quick, very very fast shots.
Okay. Yeah. We'll say with the speed of that, he dies. He just dies very quickly and undignified fashion as the body slumps over.
And you know what? Just because it would have been an additional point, so why not?
You really want to
Explodes
drive
like
it
the
home.
Death Star.
All right.
Not quite, but yeah, it definitely. He dies, and you all wish that he had finished buckling up his pants as he slumps over. And yeah, I mean, what else? Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I mean, I'm only moved 5 feet
And shot,
You-
yeah.
You can
and
even move
shot.
back to be flanking again. It's up to you. You have a lot of
You could.
options.
Yeah. Good.
You know what? For you, yes, I will move back, and for the sake of pick, because yeah, that's the smart thing. Even though I am back in melee range. Okay. Yep.
Cool.
That will be my turn.
All right,
It's
it's
just
his
full of
turn.
ouch.
He's busy being dead. Ludger, what would you like to do?
All we gotta do is not make sure the body can't be revived.
Yep.
Bye.
Ludger. Oh, okay, there you go. If you're talking, we can't hear you. Oh, okay.
Look.
It was
Can you
him.
hear me now?
Usually when it goes
Can you
quiet
hear me
like that,
now?
it's my internet. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. As I see him go down, I'm going to shout, cut off his head so they can't raise him. And then I am going to move to a better angle to shoot at the bodyguard. And then I am going to attack.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Just for funsies, I will use one of my superiority die if I hit to do a disarming strike. But I imagine she's going to do well. That's a mess. And
She's gonna
and
shield.
I imagine she's going to do shield, and that's also
Yeah.
going to mess.
Yeah.
That second one's not gonna miss because I'm gonna give you my inspiration.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, then that'll hit.
And superiority die for damage. Okay, 10, and she has to make a strength saving throw or be disarmed.
Oh, also,
And
your first attack had advantage if you forgot about that. Sorry, I was looking away from my screen.
oh, okay. In that case,
Hey, both hit.
actually ignore that second two. I'm not using two superiority die.
Why does it
So
have
that's
advantage? Like, I'm not opposed to it. I just
I
legit
took
don't
the help
remember.
action.
Oh, right. Okay, I was like, there must be a reason. I just don't know it. Okay. Yeah. Then your shield did not help her, so you shot her a lot.
okay.
All right.
So 15 total damage, and she has to make a strength saving throw or be disarmed.
Okay. As I can get rid of that. Okay. Strength. It's not great. So 19. She is not having it.
Okay, with that, I am my turn.
Okay. All right. Balthazar, what would you like to do? Your target
Well,
is
he was correct. He was
very dead.
correct. Yeah, I think I got the power.
Oh,
I got the power to
God.
pull his head clean
Jeez.
off.
Putting a dead body in a trunk over there?
Yep.
Oh, all right. We're gonna carry on.
Yeah, make room for this fat fuck if you can.
Okay, so you're just gonna like hop up onto it and
It
use a
just
wooden
pull his head
spoon,
clean
or
off.
oh, you
No,
just gonna try it.
My God.
just go fucking, just go pure, just go predator.
My fucking God.
All right, then give me an
You-
athletics check to just like this is gonna be hard, man. Like just
Oh yeah, I guess.
pulling
Oh, I
it
have a
off would
sword.
be hard.
I forgot. I have a sword. I can just hack it off.
Use
I can just
that.
slice it off. Oh no, use the
You're not
sword.
you're not a minotaur, man. Just use yeah. All right. Vaz over
Uh,
here. Yeah, you just make an attack with it. It's you auto hit, so just make an attack with the sword.
oh, I almost credit. It was almost a clean cut. All
Just
right,
deal
it's one of
damage.
my one of my attacks is to remove the head, so they can't
Yeah.
res him.
Yep.
And I noticed I go over there. I speak a draconic to the room and say, "The time is now." And I come down there and I start beating on this chick.
Okay. In this room, the people who speak Draconic are one. It's the lizard folk
That's why
warrior,
that's why I was saying draconic. The time is now. It's
and
like show the severed head.
she is like half submerged in this hot tub, still shocked and trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Well,
Uh,
he's witness a
she's
political
not the
assassination.
slave. She just like I'm not
Oh,
saying she's
she's a,
happy
oh,
here,
she's
but
free. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
all the workers here are
Oh,
free.
I thought that was a servant or whatever.
No. It's
Whatever. All right. Actually, do I have enough movement to hold on? That'd still be 10, 15. You know what? I'll move to flank.
okay. Fair enough. Still have attacks if you want to
And,
do them, I think.
yep. And then I'll just do a normal punch. I have a good feeling. I miss.
Yeah. She's got an AC of 20 right now. It didn't help her earlier, but yeah. Yeah, so you have the head. His lord.
It's just
Anything
going in.
else?
It's just going in the bag that I stored my mask originally.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I mean, it takes one or two shoves to get in there. There's a lot of you had to get through a lot of neck fat, but yeah, it's there, and there's just continuous screaming from inside the room because like through the open door, the twins saw you just hack through this guy's neck. Um, yeah. Anything else? Balthazar.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep,
Yes,
that'll
I
be
can hear you.
everything for me. They
Loud
don't
and clear.
mention.
Yep, I can hear you, Scott.
Okay. As a reaction,
Okay.
can I shout out to Pick? Disengage. I'll take your spot. Grab the Lord's wand.
It's not even a reaction. It's 6 sec. If you can say things during other people's turns, as long as it takes 6 seconds. So yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Disengage, grab the what?
The
Wand.
wand.
The
Oh,
wand.
okay.
The magic one he has in his hands, not the
If
one
I
that was
may,
in the room.
can I? Since I
Uh,
technically did loot his head, can I loot the wand while I was there?
um, yeah, you could have. I mean, that's a reasonable thing to do. I'm fine with that. That's a tolerable retcon. In that case, yeah, Balthazar has the wand of. Well, it's a wand of binding. Like that's the actual name. It's not the dungeon soup
Multi-purpose.
rod of vibration. Um, yeah. So let's see here. Yeah. So it's up to you if that changes what you'd say, Ludger, because Balthazar has the wand.
Man, I forgot I wasn't a
No.
strength-based fighter. I was gonna have a Grick moment.
I would still tell Pick to disengage so I can take her spot and we can get flanking. Well, I can get flanking. Plus, she's also pretty badly beat up. So
You might
Her
not
she
plan
need you
was
to
to
doesn't
say
really.
hide.
that. Yeah, I was gonna say like
Her
his
plan was to run, like the tiny
very
fluffy high.
stabbed.
Yeah, she is the big hurt. She's going to be going over here.
Fair enough. But yeah, you could have easily said that. And pick, there's a man yelling at you to do things you always wanted to do anyways. Just get away from the hurt.
Yeah, she's just full of ouch. This is. Yeah, she's going to run where the other moth person went, which I think is this person.
Yes, that moth
Okay.
person is in the process of running for fluttering for the kitchens.
Yeah, we gonna book it. We gonna disengage. We gonna dash.
Okay.
We gonna run because she's like, "Ow, big ow," and we're going to hide in here.
That's fair. Okay. It is her turn. What has she got here? She's in a pickle. Um, you know what she does have? She is going to, yeah, that seems safest. She's going to cast darkness on self. Uh, the radius specific on where she is. Less on self. A point you can see within range, 15-foot radius sphere. Okay. So let's see. Circle, center. Yeah, there we go. Bigger than it should be. Okay. Yeah, she's going to cast darkness and make a big globe of you know see me, and then she is going to run away. Well, first she's just going to yeah, no, she would just know general direction to run. 30. And you guys can hear her move. You can make attacks of opportunity at disadvantage as she's like fleeing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to get it
Oof.
to be the right like radius. For some reason, mine fucks itself up every time. But yeah, it's Ludger would still be able to see barely because he's like at the edge of it. But yeah, Bemi does not hit. Balthazar does not hit, and Purser, if you would like to attack with reaction, you're free to do so. With 15, that hits. Yeah, that actually hits. So you were able to stab her some more. Doesn't like that. Okay. She is badly hurt at this point. She's been bloodied. I just forgot to put that on. And yeah, let's see. So she's gonna try and like, she's not prone, but she's gonna try and get some cover basically behind the couch, just to try and not be instantly fucking killed. And yeah, there we go.
You
That's
deleted the turn order.
yeah, I
So,
did.
never mind.
Okay. Batu, he's not very good at actually throwing the spears. He's just gonna hop over here. 25.
He's good with his other spear though.
You can see that he's naked. Like he's running with it. Let's see. He's gonna
He's
run
doing
over
a
here.
little bayonet charge.
It's like a stripper like comp isn't good at arresting people. Like it's just part of the bit.
He doesn't need to be. Yeah, so he's gonna run over with spear. He's confident, but he's not stupid. She is hilariously lethal with that sword. So yeah, that's as close as he's gonna get. Jun is just like yelling. Yeah, she'd be yelling at you, Purser, and Batu to like, what's going on? It's what? She's just really panicked. This this floof is going to flutter in here next to you, Pick. The chef, the cook is yelling at both of you what's going on. This guy, you know what? He's gonna take a shot at Ludger to say he did, and then he's gonna book it. Let's see. Grab his crossbow. There we go.
Yeah, I'm sure this happens, occasionally, but not with the sudden burst of lethality that we're capable of.
Yeah, like extensive violence. There we go. I know I'd get there. Yeah, he takes a shot at you, misses with a 7 Ludger, and then he's fucking gone. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. He's running for the door. This guy's out. This guy's still drunk and passed out.
I'd like to think that as he shoots at Ludger just gives him a glare of like he's in his mode from like back in the Great War, and that is just convinces him to fucking go.
Yeah. Bayonets. I'm gone. Yeah. So this point, the only drow besides the cook and the workers, who's still here, is this clan warrior who, hopefully, he'll make the save eventually, and who's the owner of the place, and the bartender who just fired and ran. So he can say he did, and yeah, this twin is going to slam the door shut. This door's already shut. This guy, he's just, yeah, you know what? He doesn't see a good way out here, so he's just gonna like go here and badly hide behind the plant. Lizard folk just ducks under the water. All right, that's everybody. This guy's turn. He can do it. He can make the save. I believe in him. What is it, Purser?
DC 14 Wisdom save.
Okay. He actually fucking made it. Meets a beats. All right. He is awake and utterly horrified at what's about to happen. He bolts. He's like, well, he can't. It's the end of his turn. Fuck.
When
he
he
can't
like
even run
fell
yet.
over and like was leaning against the wall, were his eyes just like open, staring at us?
Yes. He
like
saw
watching
all
what
this
we were
shit
doing.
happen. He saw his future die. He needs to get out of this city. This happened in his fucking brothel. He's fucked. All right, Purser, what do you want to do? You're in darkness.
Yeah, so Purser is just gonna calmly step out of the darkness and take a quick survey of the room now that he can see again, and wander over in Jun's direction. I'm gonna like extend a hand out toward her and say, "Sorry for the fright, my dear. I'm with Thranish Intelligence."
What the fuck is wrong with you? As she grabs your hand. She's like half crying. This is not at all what she wanted to deal with. Um, and yeah. Anything else?
Um, yeah, I imagine she probably has cover against me, but I'll shoot a firebolt in her direction,
Okay.
just to provide some suppressing fire.
Fair enough,
With
fair
a
enough.
14 to hit, depending on her cover.
Scorches the couch.
Yep.
Does not hit.
But yeah, then I'm just gonna be ready to interpose myself to protect Jun if anything happens.
Okay, okay. Bemi, I don't know if magical darkness is any hindrance to you now that I think about it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to ask.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, I did not realize your other attack wouldn't hit anyways, but uh, yeah, I'm pretty sure your Gloomstalker thing means like this is not an issue for you.
Oh,
yeah.
forgot he was a Gloomstalker.
Yep. Then I'm gonna take 2 shots at her from right here.
Without moving. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty terrifying. Yeah, she has some
Um,
cover, but by all means.
It doesn't say anything about magical darkness.
It doesn't. I always
No.
envisioned Gloomstalkers were able to do that. One sec here. Part of why I wanted to play one, to be honest, because it's really fucking cool. All right. Gloomstalker Ranger.
They're effectively always in magical darkness whenever it's dark because they're invisible to creatures with dark vision.
Right.
They don't get to ignore magical darkness.
Ah, which is silly. Okay, well.
you know what? Then that's okay, because I'll just go 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
10.
not it's not a deal breaker. That's odd. Anyways.
Alright, so I use 10 feet of my movement,
Mhm.
and I will, for the first attack, I will expend another spell slot, and I'm gonna use Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
So first attack. Wow.
Oof.
Alright.
Would you
Second
like to
attack.
reroll that? Never mind, you're fine.
Hey, it's Christmas.
It is Christmas.
Actually, that does occur to me. How dark is it in here?
It's relatively dim, but like it's with there are enough windows. Like there's a fair amount of light in here. Like it's a little bit uncomfortable to drow eyes, but not badly so.
Okay.
Like the equivalent of not quite blacked out windows, but definitely darker. Let's see here. Critical fail table. Let's bring that.
Shoots Jun.
Yes. Oh God, that would be hilariously mean. Give me a
That's
D100
exactly why I moved to cover her.
Give me a D100, Bemmy.
All right.
See.
Well, you did say you want to make her a Bond girl, so
Exactly. It's about
Okay.
the aesthetic.
we know
Right.
what happens to like half of all Bond girls.
All right. Okay.
Man, just kill this bitch so we can get out of here.
Rude. All right. Let's see. We got.
She stabbed me in the stomach.
She was minding her own business when we showed up.
I
Hey,
mean, to be
whip.
fair, so are we.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Whiplash. Your weapon kicks back at a bad angle, which I'd actually believe this for a longbow. And you take 1 die for bludgeoning damage as it whips you in the face. You take
Okay.
2 bludgeoning damage as you get whipped in the face with your bow. Hopefully
The
no one
string
saw
like
that.
catches you on the ear.
Yeah. Yeah. But it doesn't interfere with your nat 20, so go ahead and roll that. Cover or not, that's gonna hurt.
I don't
How do
know
you want to do
why.
it? She was at 10. Like,
Well, since I did do Zephyr Strike,
uh-huh.
let me just add an additional 3 points of force damage to the
Okay, all right,
16.
sure.
So it's 19 points of damage.
Uh,
All right. And since it's the force damage, right, I just want it to go right in the middle of her chest, right, and
okay.
just watch her just explode and just get eviscerated.
Okay, well, the whole body doesn't blow out, but you do, like, literally punch a hole through her sternum. Like, yeah, there's very much, you can, like,
Good job.
bowling ball-sized hole through her chest.
All
And
right.
yeah, she goes down, and you guys are effectively out of combat.
I still
All right.
I still have movement.
You do.
So what floor are we on? Is this just a one floor thing?
It is a one
My
floor
floor is right
thing,
there.
yes.
Because
Okay.
of Zephyr Strike, my movement is silly. So I'm just gonna do this and jump out the window.
It's like Batman.
I will just leave through the front door.
All right, give me a dex saving throw as you fling yourself out through these windows.
Yeah, let's wake up the neighborhood.
All right, one sec. You take 4 slashing damage, as this is not Hollywood glass. You just throw yourself through the window.
That's
But
okay. That's all right. And I just want to take the amulet off, so now I don't look like a white dude anymore.
okay, sure.
So,
Sure.
yeah,
What else does anyone want to do?
so I
Okay,
just look down at Jun, like taking her hand in mine, and say, "I hate to have made trouble for you, but if you are joining us, I'd recommend getting your things."
Yeah, she like opens her hand and like throws her hand at you and says, "You're an asshole, you know that?" And then she's gonna run over and start getting her things.
like that.
And
1990s.
uh,
Yeah. You know.
pieces. Okay.
Yeah,
And I
Ludger.
just and the psychopath with a
Just the big
severed head comes out of the darkness.
Go ahead, Scott.
Ludger.
Yeah.
Ludger is going to run up to the bodyguard, grab her sword and sheath, because I suspect it may be magical. And in addition, if I see any obvious like amulets or whatever she might have, I would tear those off. But I'm not taking the time to fully search her. It's just
Mm.
grab the obvious, potentially
Good.
magical shit to get before basically
Good
turning
thinking.
and burning.
Good thinking, Ludgard. I'm gonna loot the fucking severed head of the fucking prince.
This
Okay.
isn't fucking Fallout where like you can I found his head. I pull his power armor off
No,
of that.
I found his severed eyeball, and here's his power armor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
So
cook all right.
Yep,
yeah.
I'm just gonna grab anything that looks. I'm sure this prince has to have some magical shit on him besides the wands.
Oh
Rings,
wait.
that's gonna be a part of a
Okay.
bit of a hard tug, but just basically strip the gems and get out of here.
Okay. We're gonna say that I'd completely forgotten this guy, but that's because I had him coded as running because you guys like he's got to get out of this city, so he basically ran.
As he passes
Um,
by me, I just say, "Have fun."
he does a gesture you don't recognize towards you.
He probably just called me like the N word in Drow.
Yeah. Anyways, so, yeah, he's got to leave because there's no way they're gonna believe this wasn't fucking planned. And yeah, this guy's still drunk at the bar. To the accountant.
Doesn't
And,
care.
and well, no, he's literally passed out at the bar. Like none of this woke him up. Um, Batu is gonna calmly go back, grab his tunic, throw it over, come back. Jun will arrive. Pick. You meet the worker here, the Thrycreen worker. His name is Chel Ki Li, and he's happy to go as well. Like these people are very weird, and like his take on all of the things. The majority of requests he got were not sexual. They were like vaguely like have dinner with me type thing. He very much apparently played up on like the drow equivalent of anime pure waifu type thing. They seem to think that but you're not sure what it was. But anyways, the drow customers he got were very rarely sexual. But it's not to say there weren't any, but he's happy to leave. The
If
twins.
he helps her, she'll be like, thanks, because she's at like 8 HP. So she's like, ow. Help.
He can't really help with
Yeah.
that, but he can like sympathize.
No, just for like walking together.
Oh yeah. He'll walk out with you.
Welgen and Batu are getting their things together. Purser will just like jog over to Pick and hand her a couple of healing potions
There you go.
out of his bag.
Think.
2 or 3, however many you want.
Jun is able to talk some of the other workers into coming with you guys.
I will take even just one's probably good. She just wants to be in double digits.
Yep, I've got
Yeah.
3 in the bag and 1 in my personal inventory, so however many you
Okay.
like.
Yeah,
And then
that's
how
probably
much?
wise.
That's
Roll.
10 HP per.
Oh, okay. I'll just put 10 on there. That's
Okay.
Yeah, if you do it as a bonus action, you have to roll.
oh, okay. No.
Balthazar, I would say
18.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I just said 18's better than 8.
Okay.
This
Balthazar,
whole
go ahead and give me an investigation check if you're doing this quick to try and search
15.
Lord Tons of Fun. Okay. His rings look valuable, like whether they're magic or not. Those look valuable, so you can loot the rings. You have the wand. See, he
Yeah,
had
I'm
a
sure he's
cloak
got a
on.
wallet somewhere.
He had a coin
Take the
purse.
cloak. It's probably
Yeah, the
yeah.
cloak
Take his
just looks
wallet. Take his
valuable.
belt. Take his cloak. Take everything. Make it look like a robbery. Make it look like a
yeah,
mugging.
sure. That's what people are gonna think here. All right.
It was a mugging gone wrong. I promise.
Yeah. So by the end of it, the twins are pretty traumatized, especially by seeing you like strip this headless corpse. They're not going anywhere with you fucking lunatics. Halfia probably isn't going to, but you do have a collection of 5 workers who are willing to go with you guys. They're free. They're not slaves, but it's one of those. It's like being a weird
Are you really
foreigner in
free?
Japan in the 1800s. Like you're
Are you
technically
really free though?
but can't you like how much you can do is
Plus,
dependent on the whims. Yeah.
and they're now kind of implicated in all this. They're not going to get to go back to their lives.
Yeah, almost certainly not. So yeah, June's able to convince the Drowman Pelotina, and the lizard folk who was just hiding in the tub to come with you guys. And yeah, so now you have a motley crew of some additional hangers on.
So, like, as we're leading them out, like, Purser will explain, like, as I explained to Jin a moment ago, I'm with the Thranish National Intelligence, and we're here destabilizing some of the Sulatar in the area to increase security in the Mishann colony. I'm just trying to keep them as calm as possible, explaining, and, like, I don't want them to get any big ideas.
Yeah, Batu is completely unfazed by all of this, but the like Pick, your fellow Thrycreen is just like blinks a couple times and says privately in your head, "What what is the funny one talking about?" Um, and
Shakes her head. I don't know many times, but very nice. We will go to a nice place. We will take good care.
Yeah.
I shift the disguise on my amulet of disguise
Mhm.
from my original merchant to something of like a drow warrior.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
so maybe like at a glance, it looks like I might be escorting people to safety or something along those lines. You know, probably want to stand up to any real scrutiny, but maybe a few glances that were given our way might be ignored
It's better
or
than
something
like
along those lines.
blood-soaked,
Yep.
badly cut up rogue-looking type person. Yeah, I guess.
Yep. Let me just triple bag my my head bag just to be safe, in case someone doesn't notice the blood poured from the bag.
Yeah, it's misshapen enough that you probably get away with. But yeah, you got a bag with fruit.
I got
Um,
some. So it's yeah, fruit and money.
head fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got let's see here. Fleeing the ecstatic arts. Okay. So Bemmy has a bit of a head start on you guys if he wants to, given that he flung himself through the window. Uh,
Absolutely.
yeah. Okay. Do you know where you're going, Bemmy? Like you were there for the planning.
If I was there for the planning, whatever the rendezvous point was.
Okay. I mean, it was here and then like go to the docks, but however you want to do it. Um,
I'm heading to the docks.
okay. All right. Yeah. So that involves like traveling from traveling somewhere here. Technically, you don't have to go over the bridge. You could swim, but it might take some time. Um, but yeah. So as you guys have a crowd of people moving away from the brothel, I imagine as fast as you all can. Um, there's still horrified, the occasional horrified scream coming from inside. Like you see someone walk in and just like step back out and throw up. Um, yeah, there aren't any calls after you yet, but it does seem wise to move as quickly as possible. Um, and you can hear that alarm horn blaring, like probably not about this. It's probably about the warning. Hey, there's you know gladiatorial slaves have escaped. That's just a citywide warning, but it is unsettling people. You see, the few drow who are up this time of day, looking around nervously. As you guys race by, are you guys trying to avoid attention? Or are you just like no point to it, fast as we can? How are you approaching that?
Actually,
I think a moderate
uh,
approach is best.
yeah,
Okay.
as part of my disguise, I occasionally keep turning back to the group and pretty much saying something along stuff like "This way, citizens, this way," like almost
Mhm.
like I'm evacuating people or something.
Okay. Okay, that's not a bad plan.
I'm doing this in Elvish, obviously.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
We're
when we get to a nice alleyway, we cross by. The mask comes off, and I don't look like a serial killer anymore.
Okay, you still look foreign, but yeah, the mask is a little suspicious.
I,
Okay. Um,
especially they know some mask murderer just ripped the count's head off. I think we
they
tend to
they
hide the
don't know
mask well.
that yet. It's not Oblivion rules where all the guards are psychic, but that word will spread. So with that, we have and Bemi is already like Bemi. How are you approaching this? So you dropped your disguise. Are you just
I dropped my disguise. I look like a
Mhm.
drow again, so I'm just gonna do my best to blend in with everybody else.
Gotcha? Okay, so give me a performance check. Both of you with probably with advantage for Scots because you've got a disguise going and there's a crowd of people who are like playing along with it. Um, so yeah, performance check from both of you. Wow. Okay.
From you
Selling.
need one from Bemi too.
Well, yeah. If you're genuinely separate from them, like, did you actually go your own way, or did you meet up with them again to travel?
I mean, I guess yeah. I'm headed to the docks by
Okay.
myself. I just wanted to get out of there as fast as I could, so
Yeah, I
I
don't
just
blame
look
you.
like a regular old drow. But all right,
Okay. Yep.
this is not going to be great.
Well, so here's the thing. Like a failure in this just means you look nervous and twitchy. Like that's
That's persuasion.
oh yeah, yeah, there you go. Performance, yeah, dude, could be much better.
Yeah, let me try that one more time.
with the
Uh,
right
Holy
one.
may
smokes!
I try persuasion instead?
No.
You
No,
want
Oh,
performance?
yes, yes.
You-
Okay, well,
It's even worse.
would you like? I'm going to perform my way out
so
as well.
for the for
Exciting.
the no 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 before you roll,
Okay, okay.
Scott's kind of carrying you on that one, or excuse me, Ludger is. The rest of you, like if you're grouped together, it's just kind of a one person needs to do it. So Ludger very much passed, and you're able to, we'll say, like you can actually take the city streets. at kind of a brisk pace because you're obviously getting these people through. Nobody really gives you a second look, and you're able to get down to the bridge itself without trouble. Bemi, you draw the attention of
Hey, I've got
a
fish sauce, pepper flakes,
what seems to
sugar,
be like
salt.
one of the priests, or at least clerical groups
Yeah,
from
let's say.
the Cathedral of the New World, who is concerned at how like badly you're cut up and is trying to convince you to, accept some aid because you're badly hurt, clearly. And is asking like, what's going on? Is this, you're obviously armed. You're probably one of the someone's like, he's in a charitable mood. He wants to help one of the like conscripts because, you're obviously not a proper warrior because your gear isn't right, but you must be a conscript. So he kind of slows you down because of how fucked up you look, but you are able to get there. A little bit behind, like just you end up there. Even though you went first, you end up seeing ahead of you the crowd of familiar people moving up the bridge. Um, but yeah, so you guys are still going ahead. You go past the watchtower gate. You don't get anything other than you know, Bemmy. You get a few suspicious glances, but um, none of the nobody actually tries to stop you guys. Yeah, moving across the bridge is much easier than it was last night, as the crowds have thinned out by now. Um, there's a small herd of aurochs and shepherds, but the massive cattle don't do much more than just kind of make it a hazard to walk across. Um, think like to, not quite elephant sized, but close to elephant sized cattle, basically, with like very tough, almost shimmering leather hide, as you have to work around them. Um, and yeah, you guys have officially crossed the bridge, and now you're in the northern half of the city, which is kind of it's there may not be crowds to disappear to, but the relative closeness of the buildings means you're harder to track at least. And the main group of you see Bemi running up behind you, looking flustered and still a little injured. But you've rejoined at least. You're not sure how he got behind you, but something
Uh,
happened.
uh, yeah, I would definitely like wave his way. He's like, this way, citizen, with me to safety. As part of the keep up with this guys.
Maybe there's some man yelling at you who you don't know, but Purser's with him, so maybe he's trustworthy. So is
Yeah.
Pick.
So Bemi looks like himself right now, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, as he comes up, I'll turn to him and say, "I'm for phase 2. Let's get moving."
Okay. Phase 2.
By the way, Bemi,
Ow.
you were healed for 4 hit points by that helpful priest who slowed you down and can now ID you.
Oh.
But yeah. Uh, let's see here. Okay. Uh, yeah. So you guys are just gonna follow the path kind of drawn like past Flame's Promise towards the first artillery tower.
Pretty much.
Cool.
Yep.
I imagine the first one might be easier than the second once they realize what's going on.
Possibly. Let's see here. Yeah, I would say like by the time you continue your not quite frantic rush through the side streets and alleyways until you come out into a wide plaza that's been built around a temple and a huge bonfire that seems to be burning without any fuel. The fire is at least as large as the temple itself and puts off tremendous heat and light. There are rows of seats around it, some elevated like a stadium, and a ringed platform that goes around the edge of the flame. If you had to guess, it looks like the priest preaches while walking dangerously close to the fire's edge. Um, uh, pushing like at about this point, as you're passing the temple, um, a second set of basically patterns is called out in the alarm horns, um, which does seem to be like the few drow who are on the streets, their expressions change from mild concern to like borderline panic when that second set goes out. Um, but nobody's like it's still there aren't hordes of people storming the streets yet, but it seems like more news has arrived. Um, but yeah, pushing through another few rows of buildings, you can finally see, like, directly see the artillery tower in front of you. It's 3 stories tall, built on a small mound that could maybe contain a basement at most. You can see the occasional edge of people at the top, the top floor. You can hear them actually blowing on the alarm horn, probably related to, these these shenanigans that are happening in the city. And let me put you on the map, and you guys can figure out how you want to approach the first tower. Your active tokens on the map first. Here we go. Balthazar. Like you're coming
Oh, I
from this
did have a
way.
potion of healing.
Bammy. Pick. Ludger. And Purser. And what do you want to do with your various hangers on? Do you want to like involve them in combat, or are you going to tell them to wait outside?
Um,
I'm cool
they're
with either.
definitely not going to be doing any fighting.
Yeah, they
Give them
might. I
But
mean,
sharpened bamboo and tell them to charge.
no.
you could do that. That's an option. They are statted, so that will result in things happening. Um, okay, then in that case, I'll just
So
put
yeah,
them.
as we get close, I'll just tell them to like get to cover nearby, like around a corner or something, so they're not in the direct
Okay.
line of fire.
Okay. Yeah, Batu is proud to watch over them.
Hmm.
He's a tribal warrior. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And yeah. All right. So on to the map. All right. Artillery Tower 1. And yeah. So outside of this tower, you see over here it's currently closed because it's like almost one in the afternoon. Nobody's up. You see what looks like a food stand. Probably serves them during nighttime, more normal nighttime hours. There's a small pavilion with a little shrine in it, fountain. But those are really the only noteworthy things. The buildings around this are largely residential.
Okay. Then might as well just go in
Okay, so
if the
just
doors.
like run up the stairs and do the shadows of doubt open thing where you knock on the door, wait to hear someone, and just kick it.
If it's like closed and locked, we might just send Pick first, but
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
we
I
need to
will
go
say it'll
hard
be
and
closed
fast
and
here.
locked at this point. Yeah. There's increasing concern
I
as
get.
yeah. Okay. Pick, you're gonna go up and the door is controlled like there is a lock, but there is as you feel around for it, you can feel your innate skill with locks and whatnot allows you to sense that there's probably a bar in front of this door, making lockpicking less useful than usual. Luckily, these the windows slash arrow slits would allow for a creature your size to wriggle in if you were careful.
Oh fuck no! Not at my health.
What is the door
Uh,
made out of?
Stone.
Pick will tell the group in their mind. She'd say, "I can pick door, but they have bar. I could fit through window, but
You could also fly
that
up to the top
probably very
floor.
bad."
There's no walls. You could just fly up to the top floor if you wanted. I don't know if
Or I
I'd
could go
recommend
up,
that either.
Hmm.
You've seen
drop something on fire, maybe.
Yeah, you could try that. They do
Any
have an
other ideas?
artillery piece there. Just a heads up.
It'd probably take them at least a second to get it turned around if I dropped a
That's true.
spicy
I'm
thing on
just
them.
pointing out there may be if that hits you, I don't think I can
Oh,
finagle
I'd be
that out of
dead. Yeah,
not killing
no.
I mean,
you.
It is very unlikely that they can accurately use it to shoot something on or next to the tower.
Oh,
So
absolutely. I'm just pointing out that if like I can't control the dice, and if they say it hits you, you're probably just dead.
Hee.
I think our best bet might be go a deception route, get them to open the door from the inside, and we
Okay.
can force our way in.
Anyone have smoke bomb? We could put in through here.
Mm,
Hmm.
let me take a look.
Gas? Stinky thing?
I can do dancing lights.
Yes.
I can do fairy fire.
I have a jar of malice poison that's inhaled.
Oh,
I could,
you know what?
we
I
could
like
toss
that.
that in and blow it up.
I would say it's a. You know what? I'd say if it shatters in a good like, you shatter a jar of malice. That's a 10-foot like improv bomb of awful. I've no. Yeah, I like that.
Yep. I'll like gently take the jar out of my bag and hand it to Pick. Toss that through the windows, and we'll move in. After it dissipates. And they're out.
I mean, the door will still be locked,
Pick.
but yeah, Pick could crawl in then.
Well,
Pick.
yeah, hopefully they'll run out.
Yeah, that's true.
That could also be nice. Pick will flutter over and then just hold on with her 2 arms at the bottom of the window, and then use the other 2 arms to, like, she pulls herself up a little and like peeks, and then yeets it in there.
Okay. Sure.
Luca readies an action that if a door opens and they come out, I shoot them.
Same.
Okay.
I'm right
Yeah.
there
She
with you, buddy.
She doesn't fly past the window to give it a thing. She sneaks up underneath it and just pulls herself up a little, and then peeks and
And
chuck.
chucks. Okay.
Yep.
Give me. Let's see. How far are you throwing it before I make you do anything? Where are you trying to throw it? Just ping like the center of where you're trying
Middle
to
of the
throw it.
room.
Middle of the room. Okay. So you're throwing it 15 feet. What's the rule for throwing stuff? I know there actually is something. It's like related to your strength score.
Or even
You,
10 feet, because this is
yeah, I was gonna
it's a
say
pretty
10
tiny
feet.
spot,
There
and this is right
wouldn't be
between them.
there would be no check for 10-foot throw. 15-foot, you would need to do a
Okay.
improvised weapon throw. It's up to you how comfortable you feel.
I'll 10-foot it.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
10-foot it right there.
Okay.
Plus, she got
So
little arms, so she can't huck too hard.
yeah, that was what I was thinking. All right, yeah. So the jar whips in. You hear a shatter, panicked yelling and drow, as like a cloud envelops them. And let's have them do that save.
It is a 15 con save.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Boy, it's gonna suck for them. All right. Come on, open. I'll have to
Chittering
use
in
to
3.
roll 20.
Stink jar!
There we go, con. Okay.
Only I had stone to mud.
You'll get me back for that eventually. All right.
One day.
Wow. Okay, so 14 and 4. Neither pass. And ow. They're poisoned and blinded. Now they can't see
For
to
an
open the
hour.
fucking door. Just you hear panicked screams. As yeah. Oh God. Ineffective against poisons. They affect nasal membranes, tear ducts, other parts of the body. Oh my God. Yeah, so they're like, there's screams and, in Elvish, I can't see my eyes, as it's like burning their eyes badly.
Oh.
I just
So,
hear, if they don't open the door, I would like kind of lure them in. I'm like, here, what's going on in there? Open.
okay. They're
Looks like
not
they're gonna
doing
do it anyway.
well. They're gonna try and open, like they're feeling blindly around towards it. The yelling is gonna draw people down from the second floor.
I can live with that.
The
Please do.
Yeah, let's see. This guy's gonna start coming down the steps. He's looking down, and you hear, "There's something in the air. Don't come down any further." and from a different voice, and then just two more continuing to like panic and yell. That's going to make them, yeah, they're gonna feel around, like knock over some weapon racks, and eventually, like you hear the door open, and this one is going to rush out, blinded, like wiping frantically at his face with his clothes, and I think triggering some reactions.
Yep.
Okay. That hits. Actually, wait a minute. 15, 16, yeah, 17 hits. Um, that
I don't think 15 goes.
15 does not hit. 14 damage. Jesus. Yeah, so this person is blind. They've been shot. Let's see. And was there,
Wow.
huh? Okay, give me a
Feast
200.
of famine with me, man.
I mean, I think it's balanced out pretty
This is
nicely, but yeah. At least so
Yeah.
far.
this is pretty much like some sort of revenge thing from like your luck as the monk in the
Yeah.
Friday night game.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
a
it could be.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
our
Alright.
turn.
you have
It's our turn to
advantage
roll, I
because the
guess.
target's blind, so.
There you go. That's true.
Oh.
It's still a miss, but it's not a crit fail. Thank goodness.
Well, it's my first time attacking for this, so I get 2 more arrows.
Does that happen for prepared action? I genuinely don't know.
No, you can only prepare a single attack.
Yeah, because I know that like a
Um,
fighter's multi-attack doesn't proc on the whole
Well,
like prepared.
I'm going with, let's see, what is it? Dread Ambusher. At the start of your first turn of each combat.
Well,
So,
it's not your turn.
yeah,
we're
It's
that's
his
true.
turn.
yeah
That's true.
yeah.
That's very, very true.
I
All
would
right,
say it'll
cool.
trigger once initiative kicks up, which it may have. You
Fair,
may want to
fair.
roll into
Hey, I'm
that.
totally fine with that.
Yeah. Did
Totally
anybody
fine
else
with
have
that.
any prepared shenanigans to shoot this poor blind man? Um,
Nope.
okay. Let's see.
Only feel slightly bad with the amount of screaming that happened.
Yeah, of course. Why would you feel too bad about it?
God damn it.
All right. And there. One, two. And left. Okay. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Okay. So Ludger, um, yeah, you guys have shot this blind person. He's injured, upset, screaming. What else would you like to do?
Okay. Ludger will immediately rush up
Uh-huh.
Get the
and
doorway clear.
yeah, basically try to wedge himself in a way that they can't just immediately shut the door again.
Okay, that's
Uh,
fair.
to the
Yeah.
point that in fact, I'm not even going to target this guy. Yeah, I'm not even going to target this guy. I'm going to target this guy instead. Uh,
Okay.
to get that doorway clear.
raining much?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so at which point I will begin attacking. Um, 1, 2,
Both of those hit.
and bayonet
Yep, that hits.
attack. Okay, 1,
In the manga, when her
2,
manifests about the age
3.
How do you want to do it?
So 28. Yeah, yeah. Basically, like double tap and bayonet through the throat, like slamming him back into the smoke. At which point, I kind of like shoulder check up against the door to ensure it stays open, while shouting, doorway clear, doorway clear.
Okay. Yeah, it's less smoke and more like powder that you can see kind of, it's like really heavy dust in a room that hasn't been open for a while. You can see it in the sunlight, but yeah, regardless, the body falls back into that, near the center of that cloud, blood spreading out, congealing it a little bit. And yeah, you've filled the doorway with hostile person. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Cool, cool. All right, it is this guy's turn. He's very dead. Bemmy, what should you do? Now it is your
Well,
first turn.
this guy here, this guy's gonna get shot.
I would imagine some more.
So, pew! 19 hit.
19 hits. Yeah, yeah. That
27 hit.
definitely hits. Yeah. Someday I'll say no. They both
Someday.
hit. All right. How do you
Oh
want to do
wait,
it?
I get uno mas. I bet. Oh,
It was
oh, what a
down at
waste.
yeah. These are conscripts. They're
Um,
not dedicated warriors.
I like I like to think that as he was running blindly down the stairs, I shot I shot him in his first kneecap, and as he tries to step forward again, I shoot him in the second, and as he's falling down the stairs, headshot right in the middle of the forehead.
Okay. Yeah, he's very super extra. Yeah, thank you, Scott. Exactly that. He's very, very dead as the body rolls down the stairs slowly. Anything else, Benny?
Uh,
Oh, I forgot to roll for
da, da, da,
initiative.
da.
That would be important.
5, 10, 15, 20. Is it safe to go in here?
Yeah, I think you
Is the
guys
poison?
did. I like how did were you guys determined to wait until it was safe to go in, or were you just like the moment the door opens,
I'm
we
definitely
go?
not going in there with that poison.
Okay, yeah. So there is still some lingering in the air. Probably you can see some visibly lingering in the air.
That's all right. Then you know what? I'll stay right here.
That's fair. It'll take a little bit for it to settle
How
down.
long can we expect it to take to clear?
We'll say around, just for simplicity's sake.
Okay.
It was a good throw, but it's not like meant to be. It's not a gas. It's just powder thrown up in the air. So,
Right.
yeah, at that point it'll have thinned out enough that unless you like lean down and rub your face on the floor, you'll be fine.
Lick it off the floor.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, nice. Okay, first that actually works out pretty good. I didn't skip you. All right. Okay, so with that, we go to this guy's turn, um, who stops blowing the horn and is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to go over and look over the edge of the tower to see two people here and a body rolling down, and is immediately going to like go here and yell down, like yell as loud as he can, hopefully, having it parroted down the stairs. Attack! The tower is under attack! And yeah,
Right back.
you know what? He'll dash to get over here to yell it down the stairs proper. Um, yeah. Pick. What would you like to do?
Can I see if I peek through the little window slot this guy over here?
Hmm.
Or is he
Oh yeah, you could see him like start to go down the stairs and then immediately like stop when he saw there was a cloud of awful in the air. But yeah, you can see him.
is he still visible to
Yeah,
me and I
yeah,
can
I
make
would
use of
say
their arrow slot the other way?
you could shoot, but it would be at disadvantage, I would say, because arrow slots are kind of tricky to shoot back through. Give it the whole,
That's
design.
fair. I'll give it a pew pew, just in case.
Why not? Hey, even at
All
disadvantage,
right.
that's you're able to shoot him, and that hurts, and he doesn't like it. Oh,
And
that's
then I will duck
he,
back behind the cement again, or the
yeah.
stone again.
Yeah, you shoot him, and you think you shot him in the thigh or something because you hear him like scream and try and pull back up further away out of sight, if possible. Yeah,
All
it
right, that's it.
is this guy's turn. He is going to throw the cover over here, try and lock this stairwell down. then start blowing on the horn, a different pattern. And now it is this guy's turn. He is getting the fuck up back where he's going back up here. There we go. Yeah, just move. They're attack. We gotta bar the door. And yeah, that's his turn. He's frantically yelling that as he shoves past his superior officer. It's this guy's turn. He is going to take that at the word and try and close the door here. Go. And it's this guy's turn. He's okay. Purser, what would you like to do? You have one turn
So
until that dust settles. End of this turn.
I have an idea,
Okay.
and I'm not sure if it's feasible.
Okay.
How strong is Pick?
Great. She's got a 10.
That's
Stronger
better
than
than I
me.
thought it might be.
Is Pick strong enough that she can lift Purser up to the roof if he drops his heavy backpack?
With a check, I would say, given that she's small size. If she was medium size, I'd say sure. Small size, she's gonna have a hard time with it. But yeah, with the proper athletics check, yeah, she could theoretically lift you up.
So I'm gonna start shrugging my backpack off, and I'm gonna set it on the ground next to Bemmy and say, "Take this up to me when we get this cleared. I'm gonna need my supplies." And
He'd front load it. He'd put it on his chest.
Oh, nice, yeah.
I mean, you don't need to fight with it. I just can't. It's a bit heavy for Pick.
Yeah.
No, I got you. But if he's got his pack on, he's putting it on the front.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I'll run over to Pick and I'll say, "Help me climb up the wall. We can get up onto the roof and fight them from the top."
She looks at him and slowly puts her bow away and looks up and looks at him and just chitters something in Threacrine that is something like, "This man has absolutely got a death wish," and then just goes over to him.
So I figure that Purser can climb the wall with Pick.
Yeah.
And
Assisted climb.
Yeah.
Just helping to pull him up past.
That's
the,
probably a better plan than having her try and deadlift it. Yeah, by all means. Then in that
That's
case,
hilarious because just on your back, we just got this little moth going as fast as
Secret
can.
agent man, and a little moth just.
Running furiously.
Ba-da-ba-da.
She's like, "I'm tired, I'm hurt, purser heavy and fat."
I mean, Purser's not very fat.
He's
a
not, but he
scrawny
is to
man.
her.
Compared to Threat, yeah, I was gonna say
It's
Threacrine.
So
All
big.
right.
The
Cool.
Bond theme there was really good too.
Yeah. So, okay. So
How tall is the tower?
It's 3 stories.
It's not a bad climb, all things considered.
No, it's not undoable. About 30 feet straight up. Let's see. Yeah, I'd say, what each floor is what, 10 feet? Yeah, it's 10. Yeah, 30 feet. Okay. And you moved over there. How much did you move? It was
it was
15,
5 or 6 squares to get over to her.
It's 25 to get over there.
It can't really happen unless I dash or
Right.
I guess I even had to take an action to take my backpack off, so it'll have to wait until probably Pick's turn.
Well, I would say taking a
something. I don't
backpack
know.
off
I'll leave it
is
up
a
to you.
free object interaction. I'm not going to make that take a thing. You could dash, and climb speed is half. If you wanted, you could get halfway up there, getting past the occasional spot with Pick fluttering. Just standard climb speed that she basically allows you to climb what would otherwise be an unclimbable surface. Or you could make an athletics check with advantage and try and do it all at one, just throw yourself from thing to thing with Pick frantically trying to keep you aloft. It is up to
we'll
you.
take it slow and steady.
Fair enough.
See, I'll just dash and start clambering up with her assistance, just
to
help me get to whatever handholds are there.
Yeah.
Like a loose
So you
brick
get
or something poking out.
So you're outside the second floor. So we'll put you and Pick here, against the wall there. All right.
Makes me wish I had another bottle of that poison that we could throw in the window.
Note
I
to
mean-
self: fill bag with lots of stinky bomb things.
I mean, he's there. That clan has plenty of poison to sell, and you've got an inside track. If you talk more with the High Lord himself, he'd be happy to probably sell you stuff for various favors. But and they're not even creepy favors. Well, that they're not even the same level of creepy flavors that Biapo would have asked. Like his favors are just, give me alchemical
he wants to make like
information.
mind control poison and stuff, though.
Yeah, probably. Almost certainly.
Like Biapo's just creepy.
Yeah,
This guy's like Hannibal Lecter.
So mean.
Yeah. Anyways, so you're able to get up there pretty well. And you hear from inside the tower, "What was that? Sure. What's going on? Hey!" And Balthazar, what would you like to do? This room still has a little cloud of unpleasant in it for another round.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Oh, and then I
guess
also
I'll
want to
wait.
add, Percia's like holding his wand in his teeth as he climbs up.
Of course.
Is there a way to climb the tower or no?
Well, Purser is relying on you guys' soul jetpack, but you could with
You have a jetpack?
one called Pick. Yeah. Yeah.
The pick
She's
pack.
allowing.
The pick pack.
Yeah, there you go. She's allowing him to scale what would otherwise be pretty unscalable. But I would say you're a monk. With an acrobatics, I would say like you could get 2 floors up if you're straight up.
Is there a
parkouring
window
up.
to jump in? Is there a window
There
to
are
jump into?
there are arrow slits. Yeah, there are arrow slits that you could like use as
Can I
handholds.
get in?
So, you could on the first floor. The second floor, like you could get up to the second floor, or you could go into the first floor. Those are your options right now. I would say as far as like climb speed and all
I
that.
guess I'll
shenanigans.
enter through the second floor and do an acrobatics check, but I'm just gonna hang outside the window so I don't jump in and get mobbed.
Yeah, that's fair. And what side do you want to go in? Like on the one you're on? However you want to go.
It looks like it wraps around to this being the second floor, so probably the same from this side.
I'm sorry, could you ping again? I was not on the thing.
The bottom side. It looks like that's where
Okay.
it wraps around.
Cool. All right. So you would be coming up to here, just clinging to the side. Purser, you fled. You let go. Why did you let go?
I don't know what happened. I just saw Purser move across the screen.
I
We
don't
just
either.
hear.
Yeah, Wilhelm scream. Okay. Yeah, Balthazar, you're looking in the arrow slit at two concerned looking drow, one in like decent armor, and kind of colorful clothes, another one much more drab stuff, but with a shield. Who is like
I just shift over to this window instead.
yeah, you could easily, like I said, once again, parkour hop over. But
Parkour.
like
And it's a door. Can I unlock the door from the window to actually get in?
well, there's no window to unlock. It's arrow slits. So like you could
I meant the door. The door. So they boarded up.
like well, you'd have to be in there to unlock, like to go up and try and like force that door open. Like it's a
Alright,
3D map. It's
can
just
I-
expressed weird.
Can I hold my action to like do that when everyone else gets up here and get to like the
To-
inside the door?
You'd have to be in the room to do it. Like that's
Yeah.
You can't squeeze through an arrow slit.
yeah, like well, Pick can, but medium-sized people cannot. And I'm just saying Pick can because Pick is, rogue person.
You know, little bug.
Yeah, I would say it'd be pretty hard for you to do so. But yeah, you could definitely like honestly, next turn you could get up to the top floor and just not have to fuck around with doors at all. You just open them from the top. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I was gonna have to fight my way. As long as they come up to the top floor with me, and yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, exactly. Ludger, meanwhile, on the ground. The dust has settled in this room, and it's just you and Bemmy.
You guys said that basically they locked the door, so I can't just run up there, right?
Yeah.
I
But
go like, okay. She knows I love those then.
Each door locks as you go up a level. Yep, yep.
Yeah, I'm not going to try my luck at climbing. It's a bit of a wasted turn, but I will move into position.
Okay.
So as soon as that trapdoor opens, I can, make my way up to the second floor and so on and so forth.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, that's fair. So just walk
And
over,
see where that or take.
Vampires super like
I don't really see how I would be able to whatchamacallit, like climb it nearly as fast as the others. So
yeah, that's fair. You are lacking a pick pack or crazy monk powers. Okay. Then Bemi, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna run over to this door hatch
Uh-huh.
because if there is anyone down there,
Uh-huh.
we
Uh-huh.
wouldn't know, and I
We would
just need to
not.
make sure that we're not gonna get bum rushed
I
from anybody in the
appreciate that.
basement.
Yeah, that is fair. There could be
So
things down there.
yes, exactly. I don't know, and I just
Yeah.
want to make sure. So I would open that and I'd go down there
Okay. Yeah.
just to clear it out.
Okay. Yeah. So, Memi, it's not locked. You open it and like looking, starting to crawl down in there, looking around, you see that you don't see anyone immediately in the dim light put off by the magical light source there. Um, but you could go around and, check each thing if you want, but you don't see anyone initially.
I don't think we have a whole lot of time to do that. So to
Probably
just
not. Yeah.
stop and loot everything out, but Bemmy just he'll pop right back up, close the door, and look at Ludger and be like, "Better safe than sorry." And then I guess
I give a thumbs up.
yep, I'll be like, "We clear in the basement. You want this door shut?"
I think Ludger thumbs up again. And
All right. Well, I
and
will. I'll go. I'll shut and I will bar this door.
okay. Yeah. And now no one can
And
interrupt you
that's
guys' fun.
exactly. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Cool.
We'll say I left the door, the trap door to the basement open though. I just
Okay.
left it open. I didn't. I
All
wouldn't
right.
shut
Yeah,
it
that's fair.
again.
It's this guy's turn. Yeah, the door's shut. Yeah, you know what? He's just gonna prep an action. If anybody comes up there, when he comes up through that door, unleash hell. Um, and pick. Are you continuing to provide lift for
Pack.
Purser?
I am pick pack.
Okay, that's fair.
Absolute focus.
All
Pick
right.
pack, lift of bonds.
This guy is going to continue doing as he was told, which is blow the horn in a certain pattern, which may mean certain stuff. And this guy is, what's he gonna do? Probably prepare an action. Yeah, you know what? He's gonna prepare a shot from his crossbow. Well, actually, no. Like they know there's people out here. They just don't have any good way to get at you. Um, let's see. What has he got? What has he got? He's got stuff. I think 5-foot cube concentration within range. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, hey, you know what? These guys are pretty familiar with their own abilities. They know how to use them. He is going to look out.
Influence.
He can't see Balthazar, but he is going to use fairy fire. Let's see. I think. Let's see. Each object in a 20-foot cube within range. Okay, so he can just have it so it's basically the cube would catch Balthazar. She's gonna try and get you with a fairy fire, Balthazar, just so if the chance comes up, they can hit you easier. So I need a dex saving throw from you when you're clinging to the wall. Doesn't do anything particularly bad to you, it's just it would outline you in neon purple fire if you fail.
18.
Yeah, you're a monk. You're fine. Yeah, that was his turn. That was his big idea. This guy is just going to prepare an action to attack anybody or anything that tries to come through that arrow slit, which he didn't think was possible, but he also didn't think multiple people would be climbing the walls. Purser, what would you like to do?
So Purser is going to climb with Pick's assistance up the rest of the way to the roof.
Ah, okay. Okay. I believe right. No, it would be here.
Wherever you prefer.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to make it match the second. All right. So top floor, yeah. There's like Pick bumps your head a couple times because like the top platform is wider, but yeah, you're
Mhm.
able to. She like pulls back a little bit with you clinging to the bottom of it, the bottom struts, and yeah, you're able to peek your head over, like there's open mouth stares from the two drow who just for a split second are horrified and stunned at what's at like someone's floating up via Mothwing. And
So,
his
yeah, like
prepared action was for anyone who came up through here, so it doesn't trigger.
just
So he's
wasn't
just like, what
expecting
the
it.
hell is that?
See, like
What if
I got
it
my
comes through that door? Make sure you give him hell. What in the fuck is that?
So like I got my arms up on the roof and like I'm getting ready to clamber up. I pull the wand out of my mouth and like flick it in the direction of the guy that's blowing the like signal horn and
Okay,
cast hold person
right here.
as I clamber up onto
Okay,
the roof.
okay, fair enough.
As he's blowing, it just turns into this just lackluster.
All right, wisdom save. You can do it, bud. You don't. Yeah, no, you can't. Okay, you got a 4, so he's very much paralyzed.
And yeah, I'll clamber up the rest of the way onto the roof and stand up.
Yeah, there's
And
as
draw
he
my
just like
sword.
falls to the ground honking. Yeah, there's the indie quote.
That's too good. He doesn't complete the signal, but everyone's like, "Oh, it must be tea time." That's what those. There's only 3 blows, not 4. We're not getting invaded. It's tea time.
Oh, he suddenly stopped blowing the intruder signal. Everything must be fine.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, that's fair. All right, Balthazar, what would you like to do? Was that a BRB from him? No. Yeah, Balthazar, what would you like to do?
Monk, monk, bunk, banana, fanaful, funk.
There we go. He was processing. It's fair.
Deep in thought. I
I
understand.
climb up.
Fair enough. Um, okay. That is not a great check. A 10
Can I have a
not good.
reroll, please?
Yeah. If you have an inspiration, yeah, you can. I
I
don't.
already used it. Has anyone else got one?
If you gave it to me, I will give you mine.
There you
I didn't
go.
give it to you.
Someone gave it to her. I don't remember who. I think Ludger.
I gave it to her, then he gave it to me. So,
Oh,
like,
there you go.
All right,
Okay.
reroll
uh,
that.
Yeah, by all
Oh,
means.
much better.
There you go. All right. Yeah, that is much less of a like terrifying moment where you're about to fall and you're like you clamber over the side. I would say like here about. But yeah, both. There's 2 people climbing over the sides of this thing in a horrifying fashion.
Can I charge this to push that fucker off the top floor?
You moved another 15 feet up with an acrobatics to make it so it's not halved. Another 5 to climb over, so you have 20 feet of movement left.
What'd you shove again? Is that athletics?
Yep.
Not good.
And
though.
which he auto fails because he's fucking paralyzed. So yeah, you can
Oh.
shove him just fine.
All right. I guess I just had to throw him off the side.
Yeah, so 1 sec. I knew that was coming. Alright. Alright, says he takes 11 bludgeoning damage. Oh no, wait. Paralyzed. Uh, Auto crits is only when a creature attacks, right? Am I correct in that? Or
Yeah,
is
it's only
yeah, thank
only
goodness.
when a
'Cause if
creature attacks within 5 feet. Yeah.
all right, good,
Gravity is
good.
gravity's a creature.
No, it's not. And something we're all grateful for. Okay, but he takes 11 bludgeoning damage as he plummets down 3 stories and hits the ground with a crunch. Okay, you're the good guys. All right,
Then I have a final move. I still have some movement left, so I go and get into this asshole space.
all right. This guy's on the ground here, bleeding, painful. Bemmy, you
I
and
get it.
Ludger both hear a thump as something hits the ground outside.
Was that Lugger? Was that?
You cut off there, at least for me.
Oh, I said, Lugger, was that you?
No, that was not me.
Huh.
But yeah, Ludger,
Okay,
it's your turn.
yeah, you said I saw him fall, and the store isn't opening anytime soon, so I can actually do something.
You
So
heard
I
something
am
fall,
going
yeah.
to, yeah, I move over to this arrow slit. Do I
Okay.
see him?
Yes. Yeah, you can see his like paralyzed form bleeding as like as his face probably hit the ground first.
I shoot him twice.
And they auto crit if they hit.
Yeah. I mean, it's a flat roll because he's prone, but he's paralyzed. So yeah, yeah. So go ahead and roll. You know what? He's dead. We're not even gonna fucking. He's dead.
I was about to be like, come on, dude. Just like what more do we have to do? Like,
It's just the fucking juggernaut just lying on the ground getting shot.
oh man.
Okay,
Uh,
and with that, I end my turn.
to be fair, in my credit, the first one didn't kill him. The first shot because he was at 1. All right, the second one's what did it. All right. Bammy, what would you like to do?
Free action to just go reach into his pack, pull out a snack because I can't go up anywhere. So you go ahead, man. Good job. You want some?
I'm good.
Okay. He takes a bite, goes, and leans up against the wall on the stairs and waits for this door to open.
The second floor is ironically the
I
safest one.
I also like the idea. So to an outside observer, we're like this crack team coming in, like flying up the side of the wall and doing all this crazy stuff, and like Bemmy's just taking a break to eat a snack.
He can't
I
go
mean,
nowhere.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Stuck.
that's
But it just makes it
uncomfortably
seem so
accurate to what I.
casual. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's uncomfortably accurate to what I knew of guys who were in like Delta and shit. Like they really are pretty casual about a lot of shit.
exactly.
Just like, well, I got a break. Time for snack. You
Yeah,
don't get lots of breaks. Don't know if we're
yeah.
going to get another break.
Exactly.
Most of what I heard was bitching about the IVs they had to fucking have in. All right,
Mm.
Bemmy. Cool. You're eating. This guy is going to hit the man who just killed his underling.
No,
We're
I
going
didn't.
to
No, I didn't.
try.
I did not kill him.
Listen,
He's not dead. You
Paul
should
did.
go
you
check.
you threw him off a
Oh,
building. He is comfortable assuming that person is dead. Let's be honest, he's a drow. If he wasn't dead, he'll wish he was. All right. 1, 2. He's starting to try and beat you with his club. 18
his
and
club.
12 to hit. Yes, he has a
18
club.
hits.
Okay. 9 bludgeoning, and I need a con saving throw as where he hits you, your muscles seem to lock up.
18.
Dang. Okay, you are not paralyzed as he beats you with a sparky stick. And
Been a lot of
okay.
paralysis running around this game. I'll say
I should
that.
probably take that. I'm pretty sure it's a monk weapon.
It may need charges and stuff, but yeah. Pick, what would you like to do?
Okay. Well, I guess I will just set my little feet on the edge of the ledge on the other side of Purser. And pew.
Yeah, that hits. 25 hits. Okay.
And then just step back off the ledge and flutter below it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice and even. Okay, yeah, he didn't like getting shot. And
Steps up, shoots, steps off.
This guy's turn, he's very dead. This guy's turn, he continues to wait. This guy does as well. Purser, what would you like to do? You've officially like clambered onto this, and your concentration ended on that spell. By the way. Okay.
Well, go get him.
Oh, I was muted.
Yeah.
So, how are the stairs lined up here? So this right side is the top, and then it just goes straight down like this.
Yeah, basically.
So
And there's
if I
a
was
trap
here,
door.
could I
Yeah.
see this guy?
Well, there's a trap door that was thrown and locked. You can unlock it from like it locks top down, so you can unlock it and heave it open, no problem. But because
Okay.
it's designed to hold off people climbing up. So
Right. See, I'll swing it open and send a flaming sphere down the stairs.
okay, sure.
What a
One sec.
fucking day for this tower. They are just getting. Oh.
I thought elemental things were controlling these towers,
They're powering it. Like that's what powers the
so I
artillery
guess
effect, basically.
it's in the basement. Where is it?
It's probably
And
in
we're
that
gonna
magic
find out
circle.
once we get these guys taken care of.
Um,
So yeah, I'm gonna summon it exactly there, so it's next to both of them.
okay, so right here is where you're just
yeah.
bowling
I'm
ball
just gonna peek
throwing
around the
this thing of
corner,
fire.
flick my wand.
Okay.
And
yeah, cool.
there's the text.
Let's give
It
a
doesn't damage
radius.
them yet.
Gotcha. It's a 10-foot radius, right? No, 5 foot. 5 foot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we'll do gray for the silver flame of fuck you. All right, there we go.
And
Okay.
I'll move to there.
Okay. And yeah, Balthazar, what would you like to do?
Well, since I'm flanking with them, I would like to do one hit, punch him once for 25.
That
and
hits.
I'd like to turn that into a stunning. Strike.
Okay.
Let me remember off the top of my head. I think it's 13.
Sounds right.
Let me make sure. Yeah, it's 13. 13 con, I believe.
He gets a 16 and passes.
All right. Well then, fuck this guy. I'm flurrying of blows now on my second hit.
I figured. Yeah.
21
That
to
also
hit,
hits.
and then 16. That's 8. I forgot, how does flanking work again?
Advantage.
All right. So 18 and a 21. Those both hit.
18 barely,
Right,
but
so
it does hit.
There'll be 21 bludgeoning total.
Okay, nice. Okay. He doesn't like that at all. Very badly injured. All right. Ludger, you hear panicked yelling and stomping on the floor above you.
Okay. What I do, I move over to where Bemmy is, and yeah, again, the door's still closed, so I can't really rush up or do anything. But already in action, so if I see the door open, I will shoot at who. If it's a bad guy, I will shoot at them.
Okay. Fair enough. If it is a hostile person.
And I end my turn.
Okay. That should cover everyone in safety except Purser. If you see Purser, you'll probably shoot him. That's fair. All right. Bammy, what would you like to do? If you're talking, you're muted, bud.
All right, now that I am unmuted, Bemmy will finish chewing, knock an arrow, and follow suit with Ludger.
Just if
Just
the door opens, shoot. Gotcha.
if the door opens, we're gonna shoot the bad guy,
Yep.
and I guess Bemmy will just casually ask, "Oh, so it's been quite a day, don't you think?"
You know,
That has.
it just occurred to me that you could have had the other moth thrycreen act as a second set of wings if you had them hang out nearby.
Yeah.
I just realized.
Nah,
But
they're
yeah,
civilians.
that would put them in line of fire. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then it is this guy's turn. Where is he at? Oh, there he is. This is a bad situation. This is a really bad situation. Yep, disengage, jump down here because it's obviously going to be safer down here. Muffled elf
Fire. What
curses.
the fuck?
Muffled elf curses as he flees down here into the fire. Let me see if that creature that ends its turn. Okay, yeah. So 5, 10. Just let's 5, 25, 30. Just shoving that aside. There we go. All right. Yeah. Pick. What would you like to do?
Come up and land. And I'm not going down there first, so
Why
You
not?
could. You could
I
go down
have
there.
18 HP, and we don't have a healer.
I'm right here. Oh wait, I'm on key.
Oh
I don't
wait.
know that, but I also don't. Pick also doesn't know that. I don't think Pick knows that you can heal.
I mean, you've seen him heal before. Like when I think it was when Purser was dying, but then again, that happens a lot. You might just kind of gloss over it at this point.
People are crazy. Actually, I think I'm just gonna fuck with this thing. I don't know anything about these things, but I
Okay.
bet her tiny little hands are good at taking stuff apart.
Okay. All right. So, what are you trying to achieve there? Out of curiosity. Like
Take
you're just
something apart on it. Like this looks
okay.
like it unscrews. Unscrews.
Okay. All right. Give in that case,
So Purser's like wiggling his wand and directing the flaming sphere in the next floor down,
and is
and he's
about to
not
get a
paying attention to what
surprise.
Pick is doing.
So Pick, give me an Arcana check as you do this, just to see if something spicy happens.
So good at this. Okay. Not as bad as it could have been.
Okay. Yeah, there's like a weird tingly, and one of these circles stops glowing. That's probably good. And like you continue unscrewing things faster, like trying to pull things. A lot of it seems surprisingly well put together, or just very solid. But like, you know, just pressing, pulling levers and pulling, something happened. Um, and like that little sphere went dark, and the rest of it's glowing brighter. That's probably a good thing.
I'm
Anything
excited
else?
about it.
Anything?
Pick is pleased. No,
Yeah.
she looks over at Purser and mentally tells him, "I think I'm too good. Look, it stopped glowing, and that's bright." And then holds up whatever piece she took off.
What?
Yeah.
So he like looks up from the stairs, and is she holding like a super important piece?
Give me an Arcana check with advantage as you this, because you've seen these before. You've dealt with them.
Doing so good.
22.
So that looks suspiciously like one of the Kyber shards that was suspended in the alchemical fluid in the like actual giant cannons. which those were the things that were basically binding it. So she's probably started to unbind whatever's bound in it.
We have to go.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
can you at least tell them to hit the other towers? You know, for his buddies. I'm sure they have that kind of stuff. Goodbye.
Yeah. Anything else, Nick?
What,
Mercer seems
you
less
think
happy.
just because they're fire elementals, they all know each other?
I mean, yeah.
She just looks down at the little thing and looks up at him and is like, not good, and shrugs, and that is it.
He's like getting ready to run down the stairs. Like,
Okay. This guy started his turn there because he didn't have a choice. He will take some fire damage. If you could roll me that damage there, Purser.
oh, that's the wrong one. There we go.
Okay. It's fire damage, so it's not as hurty, but it does hurt.
I hate these people so much.
You could play as one and you would get the same effect. All right, and he is going to try and get out of the fire effect and like try and back the fuck up.
Oh, the damage is end of turn, by the way, not start of turn.
Oh, okay. Well, he
If
would
that
move
matters.
then. Yeah, he would definitely get the fuck out of the fire. And this guy is going to charge up because, that's what he should do. He's, clan warrior.
He sees Pick holding the binding.
He hasn't seen that yet. He's gonna run up and try and bludgeon Purser. Let's see here. Stun club. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Oh boy.
I'm just imagining the scene from Muppet Treasure Island when they're all chasing, like the pirates are chasing them, and see that they lit the fuse for like the entire powder keg, and then like they all turn around and as a group are trying to run away.
That's basically my vibe, yeah.
Versus
So
like, we gotta go. Pig's like, I must have done really good.
yeah. So a 12 to hit the first one. I don't think that hits. And then a 23 to hit on the second.
The 23 does hit.
Okay. 7 bludgeoning, and I need a con saving
18.
Darn you. Okay, you are not paralyzed. This guy, yeah, he feels good about that. He's doing his job. Purser, it's your turn.
Okay. Purser is going to can I slip past him and run down the stairs?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, you might want to disengage
Okay.
first, but yeah. Don't really have to.
No, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm just
so
gonna
he's
run down the
gonna
stairs
try and whack
and
you on the
open the
back of the
next
head as you
door.
run down.
Go for it. Just a look of pure panic in Purser's eyes. He's just trying to get out of there.
Clearly, because of how great a warrior he is, 25 to hit for 6 bludgeoning, and I need a con saving throw.
Jesus.
God damn
Yeah,
it.
fine. How much damage?
6
6?
bludgeoning. Yeah. Ah!
Use my inspiration on that
Darn
one.
it. Okay.
Make it a
Fine.
19.
You're not paralyzed and you don't fall down the stairs. Okay. Um yeah, so you're knocked over the back of the head, but you do not give way to the stunny, sparky pain that is inflicted. And I see you just running apparently through your like orb of
Yeah.
unpleasantness and for the doorway.
It's not gonna hurt me. So yeah, just
Okay.
open up the door, and I see Bemmy and Lidker there. And I say,
He's
we
hostile.
have to go.
Shoot him. You see somebody open the door who's clearly hostile. No, you're good.
I mean, he can choose not to take the reaction
No,
anyway. So
it's he specified bad guy, so probably not
yeah,
you.
and
Um,
I will use a bonus action to move the flaming sphere into the corner with them, and I'll actually
okay.
slam it into. Is that guy bloodied?
Oh yeah, badly. That's the guy who you fucked
See, I'll
up.
slam it into him.
Okay. And he does a dex save if I remember correctly.
Yes.
He's actually
For
decent
whole
with
1
this.
damage if he fails.
Alright. He actually failed, so he takes 1 fire because it can't reduce any further. All right.
Yep.
So he's hurt
And
still.
then I'm just gonna. See, that was 1, 5. Oh yeah, Bemi's blocking the way. That's fine. So yeah, Purser's just pure panic in his eyes, running down the stairs. And
Okay.
I guess I haven't taken an action like dash. Oh, the flaming sphere is still there.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Oh, right. I thought for
It
some
yeah,
reason
it
I thought
disappeared.
ramming it got rid of it. My bad.
Nope.
There we go. Luckily, I didn't
So I'm
delete
just
it.
gonna like slip past them down the stairs and boogie, as they say.
Okay. Do
You
you
telling
say?
everybody else to run?
Yeah. Do you want them or is
I
it
very
just?
much did, yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you're. Purser seems upset for some reason, but he's an odd fella. Maybe maybe something religious happened.
When you see the bomb engineer running, follow him.
All right, Balthazar, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm assuming you said get out of here. The scene's kind of going off now. So, what to do?
You could
And
play
I'm
with
just making
the
sure the
cannon
tower
more.
is the tower about. Yeah, I guess I could fuck with the cannon.
You could.
Where's the
Yeah.
nearest tower?
Well, let's put you on the map.
We're hitting this one, correct?
Yep, you're hitting this one, and there's
We're at
a
that one.
tower here. Yep, yep.
Well, I'm no siege expert, but is it from this is gonna be
Yes, you
eyeballed,
could hit
but
it, no
can I
problem.
see the other tower in the distance?
Yes, you can
Well then,
absolutely hit them. And even if you couldn't see it,
I don't
like get any details, there's a bunch of like things on the side of the tower, sites that would let you
cutting it.
see it. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to start turning this in and speaking in giant, saying, I don't know if you understand me, but I'm here to kind of cause some mayhem. So, why don't you we're gonna free your fellow fire elemental in the other tower, and I guess try to get you out.
Okay.
I'm speaking giant because I don't know. I don't speak the primordial languages.
Primordial, yeah. There's no reply in Giant, but so looking at this thing, it's it's relatively simple to like it's set into the floor. There's a magic circle around it, and it looks like it's designed to be able to swivel around in just about any direction. So you could
I like to
swivel it in
swivel
that
it in the
direction.
direction of. Yep. And I guess is there like a five? So just pull the thing. Is there? How do I shoot it?
Well, there's a little thing on the side of it where you need to put certain numbers into, and presumably those numbers mean something, and you do something, and maybe it fires. There seems to be slightly red hot orbs over here. Well, I say slightly red hot, yeah, that doesn't work. Like slightly glowing spheres over here.
Well, if
Look
there's
like they
not
would
one loaded
fit in
already,
the end
I'll
of
have to,
this.
Well, I guess I'll have to check to see if there's one loaded in it.
There is not.
Guess I'll have to reload it then.
Mhm. So you want to like pick one up and dump it into the barrel?
Yeah, do I have to like put in 5 pounds of gunpowder and pack it in, or
No
is it just a
gunpowder or
slot?
anything like that. You're not sure how it works exactly, but you're just kind of intuiting like, tube here, things here. Um,
All right.
you've seen arcane
Oh,
cannons that work in a similar fashion on
well, I guess
Thoroughfare.
I guess I'll load it, and then let's see here. So I went down here. 15. That'll be 25. Get back to where I was after loading it, and I guess I'll kill you too. Would I use my standard basically to load the gun?
Yeah, your action. No, you can load it um. What's your movements? I would say realistically, loading it would probably take an action just because those are heavy and it's a little awkward. And then firing
Alright, I
it's going to
guess I'll
take
just
another
load
action.
it. I'll load it, get back here, and basically get back to fighting. Basically, back at the get this in this guy's square.
Okay, fair enough. And cool. Anything else?
That's really it. Movement. Can't have any bonus actions really, because I don't have any key.
Gotcha. All right, let me roll on this just to see what happens. Okay. Pick this. This circle stops. Goes dark as well, and the whole thing is glowing much brighter now. Well, Pick and Balthazar, you both
Neat.
see that. Yeah, it's really cool. Very lampy.
Neat.
Very lamp. Um,
Ooh.
Ludger, what would you like to do? There's like yelling from up above, some
Okay.
heat now that it's open, and Purser ran by you for some reason, saying something about danger.
Uh,
I mean, he
uh,
kept saying we need to go.
We need to go. We need to get out. Get out. Get out.
Ludger is, you know, Ludger is still going to go up to the second floor. I imagine if he sees shit go wrong elsewhere, he can hop back down. But he, you know, he's going to go up, and upon seeing these two guys, he is going to do some stuff. That is, it's if it's the first time we enter, or is it when we end our turn in
If
the
you
round?
end your turn there.
Okay, in that case,
Also, by the way, it's
I
here,
use
not on top of him.
Okay.
yeah. I use my 15 feet of movement to get right up on top of this one guy, and I'm going to shoot him.
Okay.
Okay, first things first. So 15.
15 does not hit.
I'm gonna try poking him with a bayonet.
All right.
God
Uh,
damn.
Give me a D100.
I still don't know why we need to leave.
It'll be fine. Let's see.
Cannot
19.
trust the mage guy. Pick's gonna trust him.
I wish you told me why.
Let's see.
It's
Where are
not
we at?
exactly a I'm gonna stop and give you a dissertation and more of a maybe trust your team.
Yeah. Where are we at? We're okay here. This.
19.
Yep. And, okay. Oh, weapon attacks. Here we go. 19 is. Okay. Unbalanced blunder. Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw, or accidentally drop the weapon. You can still pick it up. It's not an issue, but it's basically embarrassing. Yeah, you don't drop the weapon. Okay.
At which point I'm going to use my final attack on him. Fucking finally.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And 14.
He is still alive.
That's why I
Ow.
cut the clock. I'm going to risk the attacks of opportunity to back off.
Okay.
Actually, I'm moving back here so Bemi could also run up.
Gotcha. Okay, he's gonna try and bonk
I
you on the head.
appreciate that.
Bonk you on the head. 22 to hit. Oh, hey. Okay. All right. I see you. I'm assuming 22 hits.
Yes.
Okay, 12 bludgeoning. Is that max? That is max damage. All right. And I need a con saving throw,
15.
which you pass. Okay. Anyways, but he did bludgeon you. That's the important part. And yeah, Femi, what would you like to do?
Okay, I am going to head up the stairs to get right here, still out of the flaming sphere, yeah? And take a couple of shots.
Okay.
First shot's going to be at this guy.
Okay.
14.
Does not hit.
Okay, second shot is going to be at this guy.
Okay. They're both
All right, that's a
blades.
hit.
That's definitely a hit.
Expending a bow charge so he can stay still.
Okay.
Let me see.
Before you do that, roll
here.
damage for me, if you don't mind.
DC 13. 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay, so before you spend the charge, he did.
All right.
Shoot him. How do you want to do it?
Again, just 2 shots in very quick succession. One breezes by the first guy's head. The second one nails him right in the head.
Okay. Yeah, he's very very dead. Yeah. Let's see, where is it here? All right. Anything else?
Nope. Gonna stay right there.
Okay. This guy's turn. Let's see, 5, 10. He can't get past you really. So Jesse's just gonna go here. And he's just gonna hit Ludger, because he's able to hit him before. And he's in the way, most importantly. 15 and 20. I don't think 15 hits, but 20 should. So 6 bludgeoning on Ludger, and I need a con saving throw from him. No, wait, never mind. Never mind. I've been doing that. You don't need to do a con save. He used up all the things he could do in that. You're good. Okay. And now it is Pick's turn. What would Pick like to do?
Firmly believes when Purser says to leave,
Okay.
that it is a wise thing to do. So she is going to telepathy communicate with everyone, just in case he didn't yell and she didn't know because she didn't hear it. She's like, "We should all go. I don't know if the glowing light is good or bad, but Cannon is doing something weird," and fly off towards the group of civilians
Okay.
and advise them to begin backing up.
Okay. Fair enough. Cool. Right. Yeah. I
She's
forget.
gonna take the little crystal thing with her,
Just because it's shiny. Yeah. It is
just
glowing
because it's
still.
cool,
Yeah.
and
It's got a.
she just
It's
thinks it's kind of neat.
yeah. It's I just think they're neat. It's got a rune carved into it, so that's probably cool. Um. And
She'll ask Purser if it's okay to keep later, but definitely did not think about doing it right now.
that's fair. This guy's dead. It's this guy's turn. You know what? She's time to go mano a mano here. He is going to. Let's see. What are his good options? He doesn't think that'll work. Doesn't think that'll work. Yeah, he's just gonna beat you with a club. All right. 12 and a 22.
22 hits.
Okay, 10 bludgeoning. No need to make a save. He's used up all the charges. Which is sad. And yeah, you know what? He's gonna say in Elvish. I don't know why you're here, but you'll leave in chains, as he's like beating on you. And yeah, Purser, what would you like to do?
So yeah, I'm just gonna pull my potion off my belt and start drinking it as I move over towards the civilians.
Okay, cool.
Pick will hold up the thing she took as a action. Just kind of like, okay, I take.
Yeah, I mean it looks safe enough. It really should have been with the
Well,
rest of the binding matrix.
well,
It's not going to do any harm on its own. Like it's just
Exactly.
a kyber shard. Yeah.
She's just pleased she can keep it when he's like, that should be fine. She's like, yeah.
All
And that's
right. Balthazar,
well,
what would you like?
tried to snipe a tower, but I don't know what's going on. But fine, I'm leaving.
You could fire it. It's loaded, but yeah, it's a matter of putting the. You'd have to get the right coordinates to put into fire. Like that's it
And
is.
apparently this tower's gonna blow up or something. I still don't know what's happening, but all right.
Something's happening. Yeah, that is a fair assumption.
Alright.
Yeah.
One day we'll get free dissertation as a free action.
5, 10. I'll
I
take a
can always
check
give
of
this.
opportunity.
Okay, so you just like, yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. He is going to try and hit you one last time. 'Cause, you know what? Actually, he's going to throw his strangleweed net on you. Take that. You can't leave. He didn't say you could. Thing. All right. Okay. Boy, I'm glad it didn't like that. All right, I'll just manually do it then. So you can leave actually at an 11 to hit. As he tries to throw
Misses.
his net over you.
He
Darn.
misses, and I just
Yeah.
leave 10,
Okay.
15, 20, 25.
I really wish that.
25, 30. Guess I'm getting the kind of right. 40, and then I'll double move out. Yeah, I'll just fuck off.
Yeah, fair enough. And
And double move for monk, I'm out.
top of the order, um, the third one of these goes out. And although no one can see it, there is panicked yelling from the upper floor as Ludger and Bemi. Um, let's see. I don't think Bemi has a lot for it. Ludger, for a brief moment, your armor seems to like lift you upwards slightly in a very weird sensation. You feel slightly lighter. You see, like the your armor lifts you up a little bit. Your your weapon is pulled up slightly. It's just a very weird sensation. Um, yeah. And let's see. Something gets loose. And it's pretty thoroughly pissed off. Going to attack that boy right there. One sec. Why did it not open it right? Open this page. There we go. Okay. Yeah.
Is it my turn?
It one sec here. It's sorry, it's the elemental's turn. He just got free. He is going to. Yeah, he's gonna do push. He's going to. Or no, wait, he doesn't have metal armor. He's just gonna slam. He's going to attack the fucking guy. Healing not much. Yeah, you guys just hear vicious like thuds and pummeling and screaming from up above. And yeah, now it is your turn, Kluger. Sorry about that.
Okay, I am going to attack the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Do, 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 do. Okay, 16.
This guy here, that does not hit.
Yes.
Yep, a 16 does not hit.
Fuck's sake.
That hits. How do you want to do it?
14.
He was at 4.
Shoot him in the face, and then I run.
That's
Getting lifted off the ground when I know I'm in something magical is not a good sign to Luger. So 20, 25, and 30, and I end my turn.
okay. Demi, what would you like to do? I feel like most of your equipment isn't metal, so you're probably not feeling this too
no,
much.
it's not. It's
Yeah.
it's not.
You do see as this guy goes down, his fancy looking baton whips up and hits the ceiling like someone pulled it and it's just stuck there.
Well, with that plus like the pummeling I'm hearing on the top floor, I like to think I'm seeing like little bits of dust from the ceiling fall down.
Yeah.
Bemmy's just gonna take a quick second to look at the stairs up and go, no, and then double move downstairs.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. This guy's
So I
dead.
got a 35 movement speed, 70 feet of movement for me.
Yep. Dash away. Diggity day. All right. Well, really, I think it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 30. Yeah, you're free to, like, realistically, unless you guys want to go back up there, you were out of combat. But you will see as you guys flee, thrown off the rooftop is this guy's form, which crunches as he hits the ground. And
See, I didn't kill him.
yeah, so
Perfect.
the tower is
On-
effectively having problems.
On to phase 2B. Let's move.
Yeah, fair enough. Which let's see. It would be another tower. It's going to be pretty securely manned. Let's see. Trying to think. Give me a minute here. I have to basically reset the map because like it's going to be
Hey,
roughly
Yep.
similarly. Yeah.
you feel okay with a 5-minute break?
Yeah. Why don't we take a
That's
10-minute break because I have to kind of reset this map. It's the same layout. So
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, isn't it about time? You know, it's close to end of session, anyways.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it
Like,
is.
there's only
Yeah,
Nice.
15.
I
Holy
didn't
Yeah,
even
there's only
know.
smokes.
15 minutes left.
we were having so much fun.
Yeah.
All to combat in the world. Okay, well, in that case, I don't feel too bad. We'll end a little early, and just call it for that.
I'm
As you
fine with
guys
that.
come up on tower number 2, um, and yeah, I'd say you guys are moving pretty good along here at this point. Um, Soon you'll be coming up on that one, and maybe you can use it to fire at some ships, or you could just do a similar thing and destroy it or destroy the cannon, however you want to do it. Technically, all you have to do is make sure it
Disabling
can't
it is
fire
the
on your
key
ship.
thing.
Yeah, exactly. You
Yeah.
don't
Yep.
want it firing.
And
But
only
yeah,
these two are the super important ones.
yeah, the others can technically hit, but it's a lot harder for them to even get sight on. But
Mhm.
yeah, I hope everybody had fun, and
Oh yeah.
let's
Oh yeah,
see.
this was a good game.
But yeah, well, combat heavier than I usually do, but and it definitely worked out pretty well. I think you guys' plans worked pretty well. I shouldn't have been, but I was a little nervous about the fight in the brothel without Pick. But as it turned out, you guys were fine. They
Kicking
did not
butt.
get yeah, they did not get a chance to do much. So that tells me I need to stop softballing. Um, but
The minute you do that, you know it's just going to
I
crush us. That's how
I
it
know,
always went for
I
our
know,
one of
I
our
know.
STs.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing. It's
I
fine.
can't make next weekend.
Right,
Since
yeah.
I know we're leading up to that question.
Yeah, and is next week when you start your thing, or is it the month after? I'm sorry, you already told me, but
No, it's next month. Next weekend is drill.
okay, okay. All right, so we will be missing Scott on the 7th. I might just do a one shot then. A Monster of the Week type one shot thing in the Forgotten Realms. I don't know yet. Oh, let me stop.